Oh no, I'm echoing. Oh no, I'm echoing. Stop it. Okay. Where were we? Yes. Hello everybody and welcome back to Guildhouse of the Multiverse, which presents Deadlands. System using the Savage World Adventure Path system. Savage World Adventure Edition. Am I hearing myself again? What's going on here?
I heard an
No,
echo.
I'm sorry. That's me.
Okay.
That's me. I'm
Okay.
making sure that we
I was
set
I
with
was
that
just
we
about to
can hear ourselves whenever
yeah.
before.
Okay.
Sound
Okay.
I was
check.
about to say
Sound check.
we might
Sound
want to
check.
do
Every
we
every
might
Yeah,
want to do
you works are
Fox's
good.
Sage's voice. Good.
Sibilance. Okay. So,
Yeah, we
well,
can
we're
hear
going to be
ourselves for
continuing
sure.
where we left off last time on our campaign. The crew was getting ready to get out of Dodge. They decided that they'd had enough of Phelps's bullshit, and they were trying to get the show on the road. But they decided to leave a little trap, a little surprise for Phelps and his men. Hastily, well, not really hastily. It took them a while to put it together, but perhaps poorly thought out plan that ended up going pretty well in the end. So what does it matter? But they did end up taking out about 10 of Phelps's men, but Phelps was not among them. Uh, and
Coward.
also, Stormy's character Doc unleashed a eldritch abomination and basically pointed in Phelps's direction and said, "Get him." And now this
Yeah.
giant, fleshy, wormy creature is slunking its way across the Texas desert towards this small town filled with Phelps's men. And we have no idea what's going to go on with that because our heroes, best word for it at this time, decided to just continue on. So
Rolling out.
we're gonna pick up. Sorry,
Said it's going to go swimmingly.
can you give me? I did. You were a little muffled there.
You broke up.
I have hope that it's going to go swimmingly.
Yes, swimming. So it's been about 2 days since then. You guys joined up with the rest of the crew. They didn't manage to get very far because they'd only left through like about partway through the day. The original plan was to wait one more day, but then you got a note from Phelps saying, shit's about to go down. Either put up or shut up. And Phelps and Bill, the manager here, was like, "No, we're gone." So you guys they left a little afternoon. You managed to catch up with them about partway through the night, but you have not yet had a chance to gain a proper rest since then. Bill and Luke and Abby are riding the crew pretty hard. They're trying to put as many miles between the crew, the ranch and Phelps, the cattle and Phelps as possible. So it's basically been as soon as there's a little bit of pink on the horizon, they're up and running, and they don't stop until it's full the way dark. Uh, so it's been really hard couple of rides. So we're going to keep the stress level at 2 here, meaning that, or sorry, at 1 here, meaning that you each only get 1 or 2 bennies to start with this session.
Oh no.
We're under a little bit of stress. You're grimy. You're sore. And this is hard, smelly work. Basically, you guys have been riding, back and forth across this big area, pushing these cows, this 2,000 head of cows or something like that north. And so and eventually towards the end of the second day, on the second full day on the trail, Abby finally walks up to Bill at some point. He's like, "Bill, the cows are tired. They need a day to graze. I understand that you want to put as many miles between us and Phelps as possible, but if we keep going at the pace we're going, we ain't gonna have nothing to show for it by the time we get there." So Bill sort of gathers up the crew and he says, "While I am in charge here, of course, I want to make sure doing everything safely. So I'm giving everybody a chance to make a decision. Uh, Do you think we should rest for a day, catch our breaths, let the cattle graze up a little bit, gather its strength? There's apparently a pasture just off the just another couple miles up the trail here. So I'm putting this to a vote for the main group, but really this is you guys making the decision here. So essentially, you guys
Right.
can choose to take a day
I
of
honestly think
rest
it'd probably
and
be a.
lower the stress level, or you guys can keep trying to put as many miles behind you as possible.
I think it'd be wise to take a break because cows like that's a thing. Like
Mhm.
they do need a break. Otherwise they will start getting stressed out, and stressed out cows cause problems.
Yeah, and
I think we
ordinarily,
just need to have shifts to watch the night.
yeah, ordinarily on trips like this, there are like allowances. You do have to stop a day or two every so often, but generally it's like in between a week or so. But with the way that Bill's been riding the crew and the cows the last couple of days, it might be wise, and who knows what's further up ahead. So you're all in agreement to take a rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not too worried about Phelps personally.
Not too worried about Phelps personally. Okay. So
Don't give him any ideas.
you guys take the night, and there is still work to be done the next day. It's not like you have the whole day off to just lounge around and do whatever. You have to maintain the crew. You got to run the perimeter of the cattle to make sure that nothing's wrong with them. So the next day passes fairly without incident, though. You guys, like I said, there's a big pasture just over yonder that the cows graze in. It looks a little overgrown, so it looks like there's plenty of food. There's a nearby stream. Does anybody want to do anything during this day of rest when you have time? Anybody want to talk to anybody or look into anything or check anything out?
I have a question.
Bodie's with us, right?
Yeah. BB?
Is Luke is he still alive?
Luke is alive. He's looking a lot better. It seems like the
Okay.
further away from where you guys get, everyone who was infected, including both Bill and Luke, look a little better, look a little bit more full in the face. Doc cured everyone, gave everyone a shot of gas, so like that took care of like the immediate problems, but everyone was still sort of dealing with the lingering symptoms. But you don't know if it's the time or the distance, but everyone's looking a little better now.
Cool.
So we've got Luke, Bill, Abby, and Bodie with us.
Yeah, everyone
Between
is
these
here.
two, or am I missing some people?
Yeah, there's like 15 or 16 like non like
Oh, okay.
essential. There's a bunch of people. But we've
Alright,
named a
cool.
few of them, but most of them have been inconsequential except for like 2 or 3, which is, sort of how this module is designed. You got some cannon fodder.
I think I'm gonna go
Um,
check on everybody, kind of like go check on Bodie and Bill.
Okay.
Then I kind of want to meet back with everybody and have like a little talk, just me and the boys.
Okay.
But that's just me.
Give me a it's the same for you either way, so either persuasion or notice.
Okay. Apologies. Notice. Where's my notice? D4. Okay. D4. Got a 3. On a fate. Got a 6.
Okay. So everyone is, in a similar state of like exhaustion. Nobody was well rested before they left, and then the last couple of days of really hard riding has sort of worn everyone out. So everyone's kind of sluggish. Was there anybody specific that you were wanting to check on?
Bodie, because I know
Bodie?
he was like, things are bad and I already want to go, is like kind of what I got from
Hmm.
him.
So Bodhi is, we'll say Bodhi is. You walk up to Bodhi, and you guys are at the little fire pit that Javier has set up. He's just sort of got like an all day stew going. If you ride by and you can catch a small bowl or a cup of stew or something, or some coffee or something like that. Just a little like feeding station. You managed to catch Bodhi there. He's sucking down some stew in a fresh cup of mud.
Hey, Bodie, how we doing? Cows and everything all right?
Oh, it's Shay or I forget. Did you guys tell you guys told everyone
No,
your
sure.
real names?
Oh, well, we told
Yeah.
Luke and Phelps
Yeah.
and Abby,
Luke and Bill and
but I don't
Abby.
know if we told it
Yeah, we
or
told like the
yeah,
main
sorry.
three.
Shay. Well, hey. Oh, how's everything's good. How are you?
We're doing good. Hope we managed to take care of some of them back there. Slowed them down enough that this break isn't it makes it a little worthwhile instead of worrisome is what I'm hoping.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I gotta tell you, my ass is so sore. Like I've ridden hard before. Like it's I've had some hard rides, but my ass has never been sore, and I say that as a very gay man.
I hear you, hon. I feel like I'm walking bow-legged all the time now. Whew.
Uh,
But we damn sure didn't want to stay there with what was going down.
Shay, do you want to do a reading with me?
I mean, I'm always down to some mystical stuff. I've been around some natives and them, so yeah. I mean, if you wanna, yeah,
Oh,
think
no,
that'll help you kind of keep your mind off things, Bodie.
I've studied a bit of spiritualism from all over. You know, a little bit of the Greek, a little bit of the tarot, and I'm thinking about breaking out my tarot cards. What do you think about that? You want to do a tarot reading, a simple
Uh,
reading?
I'm a, I'm always down for a good little simple reading here.
One moment.
Help pass the time. I'll sit down and smoke a cigarette while you do that. How about that?
Okay. Um,
She gets her little pouch out and starts rolling her one.
where is oh, there it is. How do I open this box? There it is.
The suspense is killing me.
Sorry, I'm
Does
getting
he
this.
have a lot of tarot decks?
I am. I do. I have a whole ass tarot deck here.
Ah,
Giving it a little
it's the
shuffle here.
authenticity, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so we're gonna do we're gonna do a simple reading here, but in canon he's doing a bit more of a complex reading. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the deck a couple of times, and you tell me how many times you want me to stop, or when you want me to stop.
Okay.
Got 3, 4 there.
That seems good right there.
Okay. Hopefully I didn't pick those up in the same order I put them down, but whatever. Okay,
All right.
It's
we're gonna
good to
see what
me.
happens here. And 4 of Pentacles.
4 pentacles. All right. Getting some money flow.
I don't know my tarot cards by heart, so let's see here.
Hold on, I've got a book right here. I got you.
I got a book. I'm pulling it up.
Okay.
Let's see, Pentacles.
4 pentacles. It's upright, right?
Well, for you it would
The
be
four
downright,
of discs.
upside down.
For me, it'd be downright. All right.
Yeah,
So wait. So it's reversed.
yeah.
Okay. So reversed. All right. You may be having difficulty. Hold on, starting over. You may be having difficulty spending wisely, saving money, or balancing your budget. Concerns about security, financial, or otherwise preoccupy your mind. You may be holding tight when you should be letting go. An excessive defense or timid altitude may be hampering in your progress.
And
Delays are possible.
I think you see this card and you think about what you guys did the other night, and you guys sacrificed. There was no reason to sacrifice those bonds. You didn't get anything out of it. Nobody knew they were there besides you guys. You buried them with the bomb, and they blew up. They're gone, and you think, wow, that's really cool. And
Kaboom.
you look at it as like, yeah, the past. You recently gave up some money, or perhaps had some issues with money,
Made some unwise decisions.
made some unwise decisions. Okay, and now we're gonna go for the future here, or the present. Sorry, present's
What is it?
next. the world.
Ooh, got a major arcana. Let's see. That's right. Hold on. Let me-
I'm loving this, by the way.
It's all you need
I know. I'm like,
to be a
who's what?
mystic. You just need some fancy presentation and some bullshit words. That's all you need.
Sometimes. The world. There it is. It's the last one in the major arcana. Is it upright or upside down for me?
I believe it's
I think
upright.
it's
The words are at
upright.
the bottom. Yeah, it's supposed to be in relationship to your card
Okay.
here.
You have reached the final stage of your striving to reach a goal. As well and success is in hand. Everything is progressing smoothly according to plan. You will receive what is rightfully yours. You feel whole and complete. You have reached the promised land. After this period of contemplation, you will begin a new life cycle and need to cope with fresh new experiences. As you end this phase, you prepare to start something new. Travel over long distance is possibly now.
I think
Ooh.
I think you think about the fact that
Interesting.
you finally broke away from all of it. As far as you can tell at this time, you should be fresh and clean. You got away from Phelps. You put enough distance in between you and them. You got rid of this potentially cursed bond situation you had going on. Uh, and I feel like you, especially this might resonate with you because I feel like you're the one who was running away from the most in terms of like your backstory and your deep backstory. You had the most to go back to, or the most that you left behind when you left. So you think about this whole new life for you coming up, and you're close to reaching the promised land. So now we're gonna go for the future here. Three of Pentacles, downward facing.
Three of Pentacles. There it was. Dang it.
So we're gonna have to add money
Downward
problems.
facing. Pretty much. Three of Pentacles suggests that you need to learn more, work harder, and acquire new skills to complete an important project. Be careful not to miss valuable opportunities because you are free to take a risk. Others may take you to task for not knowing what you are doing and producing inferior results. Although you are working hard, you may feel undervalued or else dissatisfied and bored with your work. Perhaps you are focusing more on gaining approval and recognition than on doing a job well. An excess concern with upgrading your social status may be blocking genuine relationships with others.
So this one I'm going to leave more up to you. I kind of have an inkling of what's coming down the road, so I don't want to say too much here. I want you to tell me what Cammy thinks about this card and what she thinks this might mean for her coming up.
Maybe I was trying to be, especially with my little show off thing around, with, devil eyes. Maybe I was trying to prove that,
Well, this is your
just because I'm a
future. This is
girl
what's
doesn't mean
coming
I
up.
can't do
Yeah,
it. I was in my future. Oh, well,
yeah.
maybe that's why I did all that. So I get the proof that.
Oh, did I lose her?
Oh,
What just happened?
I don't know.
yep,
You
you're
just
back
cut out.
now.
Yeah.
Uh, there we go. I don't know what happened. My computer just did its own thing. You know how that goes.
So you got this
Yeah.
card, which is basically telling you that you're gonna be making some mistakes in the future. You might even be scolded for some things that you're doing now, or some things that you've recently done might come back to bite you. How does that make Cammy feel?
Them damn pinnacles. She's a little nervous considering she's already done a lot of shit. Like,
It said
man,
something
future
too
looking good
about
either.
it said something too about like needing to learn a new skill and hard work or something.
There's plenty of that coming up. This you've been learning
Oh,
new skills all the time here. Speaking of which, did you guys anybody take their
kind
advancement?
of digging on it.
I forgot to mention it before the pre-show. Did anybody take their
Anybody what?
advancement? There, you
No, I
guys.
forgot.
Oh,
For 1 point, can we just increase one of our like attributes though?
Yeah, I believe
Okay, that's all
that's
I'm gonna do.
okay.
I'm just gonna use my magic.
Okay, so yeah, you think about all
Get a
this,
what?
and do I need to resend the thing?
No, I'll find it. Go ahead. You keep going.
Okay, so you think I'm going to leave you there while you think about everything Bodhi went over, and I'm going to move over to Doc. What is Doc doing on this sort of light work day?
Kind of just taking it easy, sipping a cup of coffee.
Okay,
My notice or my persuasion.
give me a medicine check.
Hmm.
You mean healing?
Yes, healing.
Okay. That's a 7 and a 1 on the fate.
Okay. I'm gonna say like you are taking a moment to relax, but what you were doing previous to this moment of relaxation is maybe monitoring some of the cows. Maybe you had a short list of cows that were not necessarily sick but on notice. And I'll say with that, you do notice that there does appear to be some sort of a few cows which are a little under the weather. Nothing life threatening at this point, but it is a little more than the last time you checked.
Uh-oh.
And I'll say maybe you're sitting there going over this information while you're having your coffee and smoking a cigarette or whatever you were doing, and you see I'll say Bill walks by or rides by the area that you're in if you want to try to catch him.
Uh, well, there ain't really nothing he was gonna do about it.
Okay.
No, I'll let him go by.
Is there anything you want to do with that information that
Let him go.
potentially a few more cows might be getting sick?
Um, yeah, we can go ahead and separate them from the others just to make sure that none of the others get sick.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know. It's already kind of a rest day for them. Make them get more rest,
Okay.
more
Yeah. So
rest, more water.
you just sort of cordon them off, and maybe you're looking over the. It's only like 12 or so out of the 2,000 cows, but last week it was only 7 or so. Or yeah, a few days ago I should say. It was only 7 or so. So you do manage to cordon them off, and you're just sort of watching them over. Do I have a fun little mini game for you? I don't think I have a fun little mini game for you yet. I might have one for you later. It doesn't fit this situation. We'll come back to you later. Uh, Bucky, what's Bucky doing?
He's kind of hanging out with Javier for a little bit, helping with the food.
Okay. So just about 20 or so feet away from where Cammy got her fortune read, Bucky and Javier are working on the food, and Javier looks over at you and he's like, you spent a lot of time over here. You have any experience, previous to this doing cook work, or you're pretty good with those implements there.
Oh, I've taken odd jobs here and there, but I've always found it useful to be near where food's being prepared in case there's any leftover scraps. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Bucky, why don't you give me a spirit roll real quick?
okay. And then just in case, let's see. Mm, I got a 2.
Okay, a 2.
2 on the fate. Yeah.
Okay. So would you like to spend a penny?
No.
Okay. You we'll say your some hunters brought in some rabbits to clean and add to the stew. They just sort of catch game as they go along, and they're already dead, but they're fairly fresh when you get them. They're only like an hour or so old from the best from your best understanding. And you reach over and you pick one up to sort of go to work cleaning it and getting its meat separated and whatnot. And when you grab the knife, you accidentally slip and cut yourself, and like the cut makes contact with the killing wound of this rabbit, and you have a moment where you are separated from yourself, and you have this you're small and you're running through the grass, and there's something chasing you, and it's big and you're not quite sure what it is, and you got to get home, you got to get to safety, and you try to make a dive for it. You're so small and your heart's beating so fast. You try to take a dive for it, and suddenly you feel pain in your side, and you look down and you see this shaft of wood sticking out of it, and you slowly feel your life drain away, and then just like that you're back with Javier's on the night. It wasn't a bad cut, it was just a little prick, but you did make contact, bloodily contact with this creature, and had sort of a vision of its death.
Now I'm really
Wow.
sad. Now I feel bad. Now I'll be vegan forever,
Oh
even though
God.
it's really not possible. I'll
Right.
try.
What's a vegan?
Oh,
Oh, you
yeah,
wouldn't
that's true.
know. I got that term from the same universe where I got my rocks for my whiskey. I'm mentally and a bit physically upset.
hmm
Stomach churns.
Yeah, I think Javier looks over. He says, "You okay, man? You don't look too good."
I don't feel too good. I took this animal's life, and doesn't seem fair, does it? I mean, who are we to say that this animal can't live because we just need to eat? You know what I mean? I
No.
mean, well, you would if you saw what I saw and felt what I felt.
I mean, I get it. It's understandable, but it's a hard world. You know, I heard a little some whisperings about you and your crew that you're no stranger to laying down corpses to survive. The same thing goes for every creature. If it wasn't us, it
Humans
would have
are
been a.
different.
If it wasn't us, it would have been a coyote. If it wasn't a
I was
coyote,
waiting for it.
it would have been
I don't
a
care about
snake.
killing humans. Humans deserve it. But animals are innocent. All animals are innocent.
I
They're all
mean,
God's creatures.
you can eat a person, I guess, but it's not very good meat.
I don't want to eat a person.
You got to kill to eat.
Not always. You wouldn't, but I'm
You gonna
actually skinny
you gonna
because I
survive
grew
on
up
beans?
living off turnips and leeks for the longest damn time, and wild rice. Maybe I can go back to those ways. You
I,
know,
I mean,
I'm no stranger to hunger. I'll put it that way.
well, you know, that's your choice. Obviously, I can't talk you out of it, but I'm not going to be able to guarantee you a meat free meal every meal.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's been rough, and I know I'll need my strength if Phelps doesn't in return. I think I'll just hand this off to you for let you prepare for a little while.
Okay, yeah, you go sit down. You're looking a little under the weather.
I think I'm gonna make some tea,
Okay, yeah.
try
So
to settle my stomach.
they he gives you a little kettle. You go over and start working on some tea, and I imagine at some point while you're working on this tea, you might pull out your harmonica and play a tune. Seems like something you do quite
Yes.
often. Yeah. What kind
Yeah, it
of
helps calm me down.
what kind of tune are you playing? You got a specific one
Well,
or just a mood?
no, I'm just freestyling it.
Okay. I think you're playing this song, and at some point while you're playing the song, you hear someone approach, but they like you get the sense that like they're not wanting to interrupt. They're waiting for you to take a break so that they can join you.
Okay.
You take a break in the song and look behind you and you see Luke. He's walking up and he sits down next across the fire pit from you and he says, "You okay? Javier said you had a little episode."
Yeah, man, I'm fine. I just, I think with things going on the past few days, the fatigue of the cattle drive and how hard things have been just kind of caught up to me all at once.
He reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out a little flask and offers it to you.
I'll take a swig.
Okay. It's yeah, it's been
Oh,
hard,
yeah.
and
Back in the day.
I want to take a moment and
Refreshing stuff.
make sure I apologize to you, kid. I was perhaps a little harsh when you guys first arrived, but to be honest, you guys were lying about who you were and why you were here. So, I mean, can you really blame me on that?
No, man, I don't blame you. It's been rough for everyone. I think, life just sometimes we have rough times and there's no matter what we do, there's no right or wrong. It's just one hard decision or another hard decision. It's just all we can do is our best. I think that's what we did and we tried and,
Well, I
you know,
understand where you're coming from with that, but I got to disagree with you on one thing. I think there's definitely a right and there's definitely a wrong, and the only difference between good men and bad men is the strength to notice and do something about the wrong.
that's true. That's true.
Because I mean,
Well, I feel like for the most part, at least since we've been here, we've been trying to right any wrongs we might have committed since coming here. But to be honest, some of the wrongs were just purely out of survival, kind of like the way I feel like I've wronged that rabbit. But it's either that or don't eat and don't survive.
do the least possible harm.
Yeah, I've been trying, man. I've been trying.
I understand it's difficult. It's a he takes a deep breath and it's getting towards the end of the day now. We'll say the sun's sort of starting to go down. The sky is getting a little orange, and he looks off into the sunset and he's uh, killed a couple people in New Orleans about 6 years ago.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
what
need to
happened?
kill them. It wasn't a survival thing. They were not a threat to me. But after what they did to my sister, I just could not let those men live. They walked around like the color of their skin gave them the right to do whatever they wanted. I wanted to take
Well,
it wasn't about vengeance, it wasn't about, you know, right and justice. I wanted to prove those motherfuckers wrong.
well, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like they may have deserved it, and you know,
But was that
sounds
my
like
choice to make? That my decision? Something I
well,
think about. Not that I feel any regret. Those men were pigs and they deserve to rot in hell, but it's something I think about sometimes.
I understand. I've been in similar situations before. It's tough, but maybe that decision you made may have helped save another sister of somebody else. You don't know.
You're right. You're right. There's sometimes you have to do harm. Sometimes you have to break something in order to keep other things, more important things, from breaking. Does that doesn't
Mm.
make you a bad person, but in the eyes of those men's wives and sons, I was the bad guy.
Well, you don't know that because then their wives and daughters, they might have been relieved to be rid of them. So, like I said, you just don't know. But it doesn't sound like a situation where if you had done something or if you hadn't done something, then it would have been a good thing. I think I'm glad something got done. And I'm just sad that it
That's
was you were the one that had to do it.
right. I saw something wrong and I decided to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like as long
Well,
as we both do that, I feel like we might end up on the right side of them pearly gates at some point. Hopefully.
that's what I'm thinking too, though. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Especially now that I'm not as young as I used to be. At least I feel I'm getting older. But each day passing out here on this cattle drive, I feel like I've aged about 5 years in the last 5 days.
Well, it sure is a hard life. And I think I think we'll move from there as the sun sets a little more. I think Luke actually pulls out a harmonica as well, and you guys play together for a little bit. And
Yeah,
you gained a little bit more loyalty from Luke on in that interaction.
that was nice. I enjoyed that.
Just wanted to, they're not always assholes.
No.
So Doc, I'm gonna wheel it back to you. You got 12 cows here. 12 cows that are sick. Are you gonna? You said you were, monitoring them, but are you gonna try to administer anything to them? Do you want to give me just a what you got? Give me a science roll.
My science. Ooh, that's a 2 and a 1.
Is the one on your skill die or your fate die?
That's skill die.
Okay, then that's a critical failure. Okay, everything's fine. Moving on.
This is fine.
I'm rolling like crap too.
Okay. I'm unless anybody has anything else they'd like to try to do or follow up on, I'm gonna pass the night.
I'm
I'm
okay.
good.
Okay. This day of rest passes again without in any incident or any issue, and then comes the night, and it's a fairly clear night, decent visibility. I want everyone to notice rolls.
Well, you cut out at the
I, w-
very. You
I
want
want notice. Give me your notice
to? Okay.
rolls.
Oh, roll a notice. I was like, you
Yeah.
notice. What do we notice? He cut out. That's 3 and a 5 on the fate.
I got a 1 and a 5 on the fate.
Oh, no.
5 and a 5.
5 and a 5.
5 and
Okay.
5. You can take your pick which.
He's got a better notice than I do.
He's a scientist, baby. Gotta have an eagle eye for science. Okay.
I actually rolled really.
You actually rolled what?
I said I actually rolled really bad.
Oh no. Okay. So I think Cammy and Doc, you guys have the most eagle eye throughout the night. Maybe Bucky's a little distracted from his whole experience today. Nothing seems out of place as the night goes on. The cows that you have been monitoring, Doc. Maybe you get up to take a pee and you just go check on them at some point, and you notice they're all just like standing stock still, which is not unusual for cows at night. But normally there's some sort of like ambient movement or like
LA.
rustling, noise and stuff. No, all 12 of these cows just standing out in the field, completely still, sort of grouped
Well, even
together.
when a cow's standing still, like its tail will still twitch and shit like that.
Yeah, none of
Like
that.
its ears will twitch.
None of that.
I don't like that.
They're all standing stock still, and they're facing in the general southwest, the direction that you guys have been coming.
Oh,
Generally,
I don't like it.
well, that's
I feel like Cammy, you might notice this as well at some point too. I don't know if it's exactly the same time because you guys aren't necessarily on the same shift, or your Doc is even on watch. I
Right,
don't know,
right.
but Cammy, I feel like you're definitely on watch. Um,
Oh yeah.
so I feel like at some
So I
point
see
you're
Doc over there
yeah.
noticing it. I'm like, yep, they've been doing that for like the last since everybody started going to bed. They just stopped moving.
You feel like Doc, there's no way you would have noticed this if these cows weren't all bunched together. You know, if they were more spread out in the field. So you feel like you probably made the right decision quarantining them. But you're also not 100% sure that you've caught all the sick cows. There's 2,000 head of cattle. You can only check so many at a time.
Right.
How many head do we
So
got with us?
just keep
2,000.
keep an eye
That's a
out for the
lot of
ones
cattle.
being still.
And I will say that you know that this behavior was not something that was happening during the day. During the day, they seemed a little sluggish, a little sort of under the weather. Maybe some droopy, glassy eyes, a bit of excess mucus production.
Did we ever mark down which one of the cattle that we thought were infected by a worm, or do we think they're all infected?
You guys were never able to get a good count on that. You had some cows that were sick when you guys arrived, and I feel like some of those had died at some point for one reason or another. But
Okay.
and if you're tracking, give me a notice roll then. If you want to see if any of these cows are the same cows as from that your previous inspections.
3 on the notice and a 4 on the fate.
Okay, at least one or two are.
My back hurt.
You don't know if all 12 of them are, but at least 12 of them are, or at least a
Okay.
couple of them are.
All right.
Hey, Relic, welcome in.
So I'm gonna tap Relic. What up, my streaming dude?
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna since I saw Doc walk out here, I'm like, yep, I think these ones are on to something, and they might have a little extra spice to them, if you know what I mean, Doc, because they're definitely looking out that way.
Yeah. There shouldn't be nothing back that way though.
Maybe Nancy didn't get everybody we thought.
Or maybe Nancy's coming back.
Oh, Daddy.
I
Daddy,
feel this.
musket, daddy.
What if she's here coming after she's already digested the town? What did she become now?
Oh God.
The monstrosity.
Doc, roll a weird science. Give me a weird science, Doc.
It's going down.
Okay, give me a second. That's a 5 and a 3 on the fate.
Okay. You have that thought, like what if you just made the situation worse? What if sending Nancy back you know, only gave more ammo or somehow made, Nancy stronger or even Phelps stronger? And you're thinking about the fact that you still don't know a lot about how your gas works. You know it does stuff. You know it can fix wounds, but you also know that you introduced an entirely unexpected element to the life cycle of whatever creature or whatever thing was going on here. So the whole thing with like it reviving Nancy, who was killed by a whole other set of creatures, you don't even know if those are necessarily related. And then the you used one of these things from the cow, and then your gas turned into a beetle and flew into this dead body that was killed by something else, and that dead body eventually transformed into this big slug-like monster that, now that you're thinking back on it, was starting to bear similar resemblance to the little grubs that you were pulling out of these people and of the cows. And you don't know what has happened, but your ghost gas has changed everything about what's going on over there in ways that you can't quite put together at this point. So uh you may be right about that.
Yeah, but secretly down in my soul, I am absolutely gleeful about it. I already didn't understand what was going on, but somebody did. And I just threw an enormous monkey wrench into that. And I could not be happier about it.
And I feel like with that realization, you might think that, Phelps probably has no idea what's going on with you and your ghost gas. He seemed to be under the impression that you guys would still be under his control, or have whatever thing was going on there, still be under effect. So again, you don't know exactly what's going on there, but it seems like you've definitely thrown chaos into the mix, and you have no idea what's going to happen next.
Yes, which makes it the perfect thing to have done.
Do you relate any of this information, or sort of give any of this information to Cammy as you guys are standing there watching these cows?
Yeah, just kind of sit there and leaning on the fence post, sipping a late night flask and talking about all the weird shit.
Bucky, why don't you give me another notice roll real quick?
Okay. Notice. A 3 and a 3 on the fate die.
Okay, you're still asleep.
Actually, I might have gotten a little drunk off that whiskey that
Yeah.
Javier left with me.
Well, it was Luke that left it with you. I feel
Luke.
like when
I
you
don't know.
guys,
I can't tell the difference. I'm drunk.
you know what? Actually, I feel like after possibly we're gonna cut from there to you and Luke still around the fire, but at this point, Javier and a few other of the ranch hands have joined you, and now there's bottles, and now there's a guitar, and now there's just a little party happening over here. While Doc and Cammy are over here, so you're completely engrossed in this little party that you're having.
I mean, we gotta recharge somehow. We gotta
Yeah.
get it all out. And we're having a good time. I take a swing at the guitar. I'm terrible at it, but I don't care because I'm drunk.
Give me a performance then.
Okay. A 3 and a 3 on the fate.
Okay. So it's not horrible, but it's not as good as your harmonica. Your fingers fumble a little around around the chords. The notes and stuff and everything. It's just you fumble around them a little bit.
Maybe I can find a song that I know and I can get a few chords in that we can all sing along to.
Yeah, I feel like maybe you just pick something real simple. The good riddance of whatever this era is. Something unpredictable.
Time of our lives. I don't know the lyrics. Something like that.
And Cammy,
Damn it, I was muted. I was singing right with it.
and Cammy and Doc, you guys are still looking over this cow, and you guys see this sort of party kicking up over here. What do you guys do?
So more to drink than I do. Want to meander over that direction?
Yeah. I'm gonna get on my horse though. Actually, no.
You're gonna ride Devil Eyes into the party.
We might not notice. Things are getting lit over there.
It's just turning into a bacchanal. Fucking people are tearing their clothes out. No.
Maybe not that crazy.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Fucking
Let's jump
somehow
up
there's
in that.
dubstep, womp 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 womp, and
And
everyone's
we
really
rode as a sword.
everyone's really sweaty, and it's just slow motion writhing in the crowd.
Oh, that's
They're all
funny.
doing the same move.
It's a synchronized dance breaks out. Sudden dance battle. Doc just fucking like does this crazy head
Flash
spin that
mob
nobody
style.
expects. No, but I am gonna roll a d20 to see how wild this party gets, because you guys are a group of
Okay.
rowdy folk. It's not just you guys that are rough and tumble. Everyone here is a little on the seedier side. So when things kick up, they can kick up pretty quickly. That's a 17.
No,
That's a
snap.
17. So it gets a little crazy, and it goes a little later into the night. And at some point, Bill has to step in and be like, "Everyone needs to go the fuck to bed. We had our day of rest, but we need to be up with the sun tomorrow, and half of you motherfuckers are going to be hungover." And at that point, everyone files off, and I imagine unless you guys want any last minute things here, I'm going to say you guys go to bed.
I'm okay with bed.
Okay.
I'm
That's
tired.
good. It was a gleeful evening.
Yeah, it got pretty wild there. Everyone's in a much better spirit now than they have been in the last few days. But when we wake up in the morning, everyone's a little, oh god, probably did a little too much.
Dead.
Um, and Bill approaches you and says, "All right, I I mostly agreed to this day of rest because we do have one of the harder sections, at least for the next few weeks coming up here. We gotta skirt a little bit to the far east here to avoid a big ravine, and it could be a tricky situation. So I want you guys to make sure that I want you guys riding outrider. Make sure you're catching any strays, leading them back in. Uh, you and your crew here are sort of the last stand here. Make sure we get all our heads of cattle across here. There's a bit of a narrow pass that we have to go through. I say narrow, but it's maybe about a half a mile wide. Between a ravine and a little mesa. If we don't go through there, it'll throw us way out of our way. So it's a bit of a shortcut, but it's a little bit dangerous. So just make sure you're on your toes.
Um,
On my toes.
can't.
Always.
I really need to make sure my water flask is full,
Your water flask.
My,
Yeah,
or whatever it's called, water
What?
skin.
there's a stream. Yeah, there's a stream
Yeah.
nearby.
Can I take a bath?
Yeah. That where you guys rested, there was, like I said, there was a stream and plenty of grass nearby. So you could have gotten cleaned up. So they also filled up. They have these big like tankers of water that they pull with carriages. So if you ever are too far away from the stream, you can just go fill up. But everyone's full on water. Everyone should be good to go. Cleaned up a little bit of the grime. Is there some specific reason you're wanting to get away from the group here before we leave? Is there you're just trying to sneak away, or
No, I'm just gotta wash that sweat from last night off.
sweat and some stains that I choose not to try to identify?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so you guys are all cleaned up. It's a bit of an easier starting morning. Rather than heading out at first light. You guys leave a little after, hour or so after. Doc, you've basically been in charge of the health of the herd here. You know about these dozen or so cows which are sick. What is your plan with these cows? I feel like you're reasonably sure that this could be contagious, and you're not sure how much you might want to let them commingle with the rest of the group. But what more can you do? What's your suggestion?
Well, I don't know if we really have the manpower to drive them separate.
You really don't. You're running a skeleton crew right now as it is.
Well,
There is some
I
expected
guess I
loss
better.
with every ride. So if you suggest that these cows get axed or left behind or something, it might not be like a big deal.
It might be the humane thing to do.
I will let the head honcho make that call. I will simply go and relay to him all that I know,
How
and
how
he he,
sure?
he can make.
So you go up to Bill, you sort of tell him everything about these cows. And he says, "How sure? How likely is it to be contagious?"
Well, it is definitely affecting more and more as we go. I've been monitoring for a few days now. We started with 7, we're up to 12 now. It's almost doubled.
Okay. He calls over a few. You calm down. That whistle was not for you. Chill. He calls over a few hands and he says, he points out the ones that you have separated, and do we just leave them? Do you think the mate's safe to try to save?
I don't know. They were doing some weird shit last night. They were all standing and staring in the direction we just came from.
Looks at you
And
and
I mean, there what
he looks at you like for his first instinct is to like doubt, and he's thinking maybe you had this party last night. Everything got a little crazy. Maybe the cows were just paying attention to
I,
the party, but after a moment of consideration, he decides like, you've shown you know your stuff. I'm gonna choose to trust you on this. Uh,
look. I know what you're thinking. Yes, I was at the party last night. However, I will say I'm patience before I went to drinking.
no, you've proved enough that you know what you're talking about. I would be a very unwise leader if I didn't take the advice of the experts. So you say the cows got to go. The cows got to go. We'll burn them and everything. Make sure that they don't spread their sickness any further. So that we'll say maybe that adds like another half an hour onto it of everyone sort of comes together and ritualistically slaughters these cows and burns their corpses. Um, and then you guys mount up and ride on. I want everyone as the whole thing moves out. You guys are running outrider, which basically means you're swinging from wide end of one side of it all the way up front and around to the wide side of the other one, like back and forward, like all day. That's your job, is just sort of right at the very edges of where you guys are going to be, and check for danger. And it's you, and there's another crew going the opposite way. So he sets you guys on left flank going to right flank. Somebody else is on right flank going to left flank. So I want everyone to give me their writing rolls.
Hey. Oh, crap. I just exit that. I did. Whooping and riding.
I got a 7 and a
yeah.
2 on the faith.
Nice. Success.
I got a 7
First
on
good
that
roll
and
of
a
the
6
night.
on a fate. Woo! We're
That's a
going hot
success.
now.
I was about to say,
I got
finally.
a 4.
You got a what, Doc?
I got a 4 and a 4.
Okay, that's a success. So maybe Doc's a little trailing a little behind. Obviously, Devil Eyes is handling this no problem. Maybe Doc's horse is a little slower than everyone else's. But you guys start off, like I said, left flank right into right flank, or right flank right into left flank, whichever one I said earlier. You guys ride out. No incidents, no issues with your horses or anything like that. Give me notice rolls for the day.
3
Ooh,
and a
I
3.
got a 1 and a 1.
Oof. Doc?
Ooh, bees.
I got a 6 and a 2.
Okay. Cammy, would you like to spend a penny to reroll?
Maybe you should.
I will say that Stormy got a success.
Oh, maybe not.
She's like, maybe.
He asked you.
Me?
Yeah. Would you like to spend a penny to reroll? Bucky rolled a nat one. He
Why?
can't. You got a 3, didn't you? On your
No,
notice?
I got a 7 on my notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just now.
On the right. I didn't roll. I didn't. Oh,
Yes, you did. You said you got a
I got
3 and a
yeah, I
3.
got a 3. Yeah, I got a 3 and a freaking 3 on. Yeah,
Okay. So
is that
would
not
you?
a success?
No.
Oh, sure. I'll spend a penny. Fuck it.
Okay.
Don't do it now.
Well, I got
'cause
only
we-
like a 4.
Don't spin it because Stormy succeeded. He's gonna be our eyes.
I was just asking. I assumed you were paying attention.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, Doc, for most of the day, nothing seems out of place. But as you guys are sort of getting towards the end of the day, we'll say that you've already done your wide swing once, and you're coming back around. Basically, the plan is this: one whole rotation takes about the whole day um, of riding, at least. And then as you're coming back, swinging around towards the front here, at the very frontmost, maybe about an hour or so ahead of the whole group of cattle. You do see this mesa, this little butte that Bill had mentioned earlier. And at first you don't think anything of it. You're like, oh, that's pretty big, but we can steer pretty clear of it. The herd will have to sort of bunch up and scrunch up to get through here, but the only other option is to go way far out of the way. And then you spot some figures on top of it. Your notice roll was good, but not good enough to notice how many. But because you're still fairly far away from it at this point. But you do see there are some people up there.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's not good.
Now I'm going to see if they
Can I
notice.
tell? Can I tell how they're dressed?
If you had gotten a raise, I would have given you more information. If you want any more information, you will have to investigate further.
Okay. How far away did you say they were?
In total, you guys are about an hour ahead of the main group here. It wouldn't with your riding speed, it wouldn't take you very long to get up to the butte. But they basically have full visibility on you. You don't know if they've noticed you up till this point. But getting there quickly would draw more attention. So you figure you could ride up there fairly quickly, or you could take maybe another 30 minutes or so, hide the horses somewhere, and come up or try to sneak up there if you wanted, if that's what you're trying to do.
Well, if we're gonna scout, that's definitely the way we should go.
Mhm.
Is quietly, so as to avoid notice. Immediately, we should break line of sight with them, though.
Okay, give me, was it stealth or sneak in this one?
All of us?
Yeah, to see how well you guys can hide. Stealth.
Stealth. Oh my god. I got a 1 and a
5
3.
and a 6.
You guys hide. You're not sure. Oh, Stormy, what'd you get? Stormy?
I got a 1 and a 3.
That's what
Okay.
I got.
You guys hide. You're not sure how well you hide, but you find a little, maybe you guys find a little outcropping of like bushes and stuff, and you guys hide your horses and try to find a path up there. It is difficult finding a path that's like not hidden, or not like out in the open. Also, I will note that again, like I said, you guys are sort of towards the end of the day. You got maybe another hour and a half of daylight. essentially the herd is not going to be able to move through this today.
Are they in front of the sunset? Like, are they like toward us? Are they
You guys were heading
like, is the sun
east.
setting behind us?
Yeah, you guys are
Okay, so
heading
the
east,
sun's
so
behind us.
sun is
Okay,
behind
bad
you.
thing.
Well, that's good for you because they're looking into the sun.
Yeah, to a point. We'll cast shadows easier.
True. But like here's
So
like
see?
they have the high ground. It's open ground between here and there. Perhaps you think maybe trying to approach during the day is not the right
How
solution
did
here.
they get up on the mesa?
I
The
don't.
ground up on the other side might be level.
If you would like to try to investigate that, you can. It will cost you some time and potentially draw more notice.
Sure. I've been rolling hot tonight. Let's do it.
Yeah. On most of the things you've been rolling well on are things that are just like things I pulled out of my butt though. So let's see how you do on a challenge roll here. Give
What
me
am I rolling?
I'm looking. I feel like notice is probably obviously the best choice here. So you're gonna have to get a little
Stealth?
closer. Well, no, your stealth roll is for this whole scene basically from earlier.
Oh.
You rolled a nat
Oh
one on your
no.
stealth earlier, so you're not doing anything stealthy at this time. But give me a notice roll if you want to try to find something.
Yes, I will.
I mean, it makes sense given the situation here. It'd be very difficult to try to sneak up on these people if they have
I
decent
got
line
a
of sight.
4 and a 2 on the fate.
For you can't find any obvious like trail or path or anything up there. You do see where you could get up there. There are obviously it's not like a sheer like smooth rock face. You could definitely try to climb up it. And there's a few little outcroppings and everything you could make your way up there. It would be a challenge, but not impossible. You also up to this point have not been able to get a good read on how many people are up there or what exactly they have up there. You've only seen like shadows of movement and stuff up there.
Uh-oh. You guys, we might want to prepare for the worst. Phelps might be up there with that Gatling gun. Just saying.
That is the worst. That are cannibals, yeah.
What if they have Nancy
Anybody
with them?
anybody else want to try to check out anything regarding this situation? Blue, you haven't really.
Oh shit. I'll try. Fuck it. Let's see. What do I got? Shooting. That's probably a bad idea right now.
It's a fucking open fire.
Hmm. Let's see. Spirit. That ain't gonna help me. Neither is agility right now. Shit. I could try and do like a notice roll or something, but it's not really that high. I could try, but I've already done my stealth, so fuck it. I'll roll a notice to see what I see. Fuck
I
it.
would say in some situations, like you might, your skills might not necessarily be as rigid. For instance, in this situation, I might allow you to do a fighting roll as sort of a knowledge check to see how you might approach this situation most advantageously. You are the sort of more combat oriented person in the group, so I feel like this is something you would do in these situations.
Okay. I mean, let's see. Yeah, it'd be better to. Well, we don't know a lot about it, so it's best to prepare the best we can for it.
Mm-hmm.
So sure, let's see. Where'd it go? Where'd that fucking fighting go? There it is. D8. Let's see. Come on, don't fail me. Okay, you could fail me, I guess, but you could have failed worse. I got a 3 on it.
Okay.
And a
Do
3 on
you
the on the
do you
fade.
want to spend a penny to reroll?
Yeah, I do. I do. I really do. That's better. That's better. We got a 6 and a 5.
Nice. Okay. So you're sitting there
Okay,
looking
I'll
over the
take that.
situation, looking out from this bush, which does not hide you at all. You're
Right.
looking over and you're thinking like you see this just sort of wide open expanse of grass between you and this mesa, and then climbing up to the top of it. you're going to be exposed the entire time. At any point, they could. You do feel like the fact that if they have noticed you and they haven't started opening fire yet, they might not have anything super long range. So that might work to your
Eh?
benefit. But you're thinking that approaching this place during the daylight is probably the worst thing you could do. They're going to spot you. You're
Yeah,
going
it's more
to
like we should wait till cover and nightfall, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
possibly wait till
Either
cover
that or
nightfall.
one of us should go up there. Just one, Have us.
Yeah, that
We don't know who they are. They could just be other people moving their cattle. Ah.
yeah, I'm gonna say like with your fighting role, you recognize an ambush being set up when you see it.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. So I definitely okay.
I
Ambush
was about
setup.
to
Writing
say.
that down.
yes, this is definitely they are trying to somehow ambush. Maybe not you specifically, but given everything else, all your other context clues, it'd be hard to imagine them expecting some
Right,
other
right.
crew to drive through here in the situation. You also know that you're pretty far away from Sutter's Flats, where you guys left. You guys, it took you guys a few days here to get here. One man on a horseback or a few men on horseback might be able to make it quicker, but
A little quicker. Oh
it
yeah.
seems unlikely that Phelps himself would be able to make it here in time. So this may possibly be a group of people that he's just had stationed here,
Waiting in case we did move.
waiting in case we did move. Yeah, and you know that with
Yeah.
the timing, it's going to be tomorrow before you guys are able to move through this area, anyways. So at this point, you think maybe the best choice is to go back, tell Bill to pull up stakes while you deal with the situation, and perhaps maybe they can even offer some assistance or something like that. But approaching this situation as it is right now is a very bad idea.
It's a bad idea. I wonder, is there a specific time we have to get these cows there, or is it like
No,
open and
no,
no?
yeah,
Okay,
he
so
doesn't
we
have
might
like a
need to
contract or
think
anybody
about
there.
planning a different route.
He doesn't even have a
Well, Phelps
guaranteed
got somebody
buyer.
here.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a guaranteed buyer in Roswell. He just knows that there's a military fort there. Military forts buy a lot of meat, and it's always a good place to
Right.
try to sell your cattle.
And then Phelps don't want us getting to a military base. That's for damn sure. But if Phelps has got people here, and we think that's Phelps' people, then if we try to take another route, there's a good chance that they're going to be on a good route. Any major easy route to take,
Yeah,
they're going to be on.
this is the easy route. The not easy routes are going to add
Yeah.
weeks to your time. And you
Yep.
you know from
Just
your
kind of
stores and
figured.
everything, you are like your group is it making it an extra few weeks on this trail is going to be difficult
Difficult.
if not impossible.
Yep. Okay,
Well,
yeah, let's go tell let's get back out of here quietly as we can and go talk to Bill and Luke about it.
yeah, we're probably gonna have to end up dealing with those up there. On the bright side, probably be able to resupply with whatever they got up there.
Maybe,
If we
yeah,
win.
How far away are we from like civilization?
quite far.
Oh,
Very far.
This is a very unsettled land.
that's what I thought.
This would
Question
be
though,
what do they call those?
is that grass around the mesa? Is that grass flammable?
All grass is flammable,
Yeah,
regardless.
if you put enough thought to it, possibly.
Well, I mean, like, is it really green grass? Will it burn real well, or is it like dry,
I'm gonna
good
say that
grass? Or both?
in this area we are a month or two into spring. This grass is fresh and undamaged up to this point. If
Oh,
you're
It's
here
okay,
a
not
few
dried
months
out too
later,
much yet.
yeah,
It's pretty green.
okay.
Okay.
That's all I thought I'd
And
ask.
honestly, the bad part about smoke is or fire is the smoke, and that could, if he's got anybody else out here, that could trigger him or let him know
That's
something's
true.
happening.
Well, they'll know when they start firing
Oh,
anyway. Just the sound of the rifles
yeah.
is going to be pretty loud.
Whew, we're gonna have to do this one right. Having the high ground is the advantage. Really is a true thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you run back, and we'll just star wipe here to you and Bill and Luke and Abby, sort of at the little manager's station here, and you relay all this information to them, I'm assuming.
Aye.
And Bill says, "Well, obviously, we're gonna have to at least check it out." And it's getting to be dark now. At this point, the sun's setting around the horizon. Bill's pulled everyone up, pulled everyone, and basically had them start working on getting bed camped down for the night. He says, "I hate to ask, but you and your crew mind checking it out? You can take some extra hands if you want."
I wonder how good Bodie is with a gun.
Everyone around here is again, you have to be somewhat good with gun to survive in this area. So like at the very least, everyone here knows how to line up and shoot, whether or not they've experienced like combat. You guys how the they did have a little scuffle a few days ago on the ranch. So everyone that was competent. They at least didn't kill each other with their own guns. You're not sure how they
Definitely
might.
need to take Luke. I think he's probably a better shot than most.
Okay.
And it takes guts to
What are
kill
they on? They're
anyone.
brute? Or is it a mesa? It's a brute.
It's a
I wrote brute.
butte.
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 Brute.
Tomato,
Butte.
tomato.
There we go. Let's correct that. Let's correct that.
Butte.
We had
let's
more
add another
time to
T in there. 'Cause
What's
I
that, Doc?
really wish we had more time to. Mesa.
More time to scout the mesa?
Like, is it possible to climb from the backside?
Uh, it would definitely
we can
take
do some
longer.
reconnaissance.
Yeah, it would definitely take longer to get around to the backside, of course. It is a fairly large, it's small as far as like mesas or buttes go, but it's fairly tall, um, and kind of wide. So you definitely could try. It'd be a longer distance to try to sneak as well. You don't know. You also don't know like where exactly they would have watches or anything like that posted.
Yeah. Just
My
thinking if we can
instinct
get up
says
there like a small band, we could probably take out most of them quietly in the dead of night.
I'm talking knives and rope.
Do you know what might
Yeah.
be a good idea? Is to have a diversion while we try and sneak up there, you know what I mean? Like maybe someone just
BB,
rides around,
BB's
fires
wanting
in
to
the air.
All right, who's gonna be? Shit, don't. I know the end. Who's the best rider then?
Oh, I know who the one has the fastest horse.
Yeah, I'm like, I wonder who's gonna be volunteering for this game.
Who has the fastest horse and is also the best gun?
The best
Mm,
shot.
yeah.
I'm like, this is gonna be problematic.
I'm just
Luke
throwing
says,
stuff
"I
out there.
could lead a few men
That's
as
not
a I could lead a few men as a distraction. We could ride out there and
That might be good. At least that way we'll
Or
know we'll
mount.
be up on top. I don't think that we'd learn that amount. I think they would stay up on top and just, take aim from, all around the mesa. And while they're up there looking for Luke's people, we can sneak up the back.
So Luke's people are gonna cause a diversion.
That's what I'm thinking.
okay.
Yeah,
I
I
think
like
we
that
could
plan.
probably.
Oh wait.
I think in the dead of night, we could probably create a diversion with only like maybe a couple of people.
Yeah, that's what I think too. So, I mean, because what would they see? Just the gunfire going off
I don't even
in the
think we
dark.
would need gunfire to raise their attention and to make them keep an extra eye where we want them to watch.
So
All it would
So
take
what
is
do
a
we want the
campfire out here.
diversion to be? Yeah,
Make
I'd get
it
a
make it a
couple of
couple
them
of camp.
watching. I don't think it would get quite the attention we were hoping for, but it might.
Or
Well, we need them scared enough to where they're like shooting At them and not us.
What were you saying, Stormy?
Well, I was gonna say, what if you put up like have you ever seen like a huge army like in the night, like in the movies? Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
you don't see the whole army, you just see torchlights.
Yeah.
So you want to make a dummy camp?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, we could do that. We they there's a chance where wherever we try to camp down anyway around here, they're going to be able to spot us. It's pretty flat, open
Have
plains
we
around
killed
here.
the cows?
Yeah, you guys killed the cows before you left this morning.
Yeah,
They're
yesterday.
they're miles
I was gonna say
behind.
set the 12 cows free.
Mhm.
Just let them free and let them create a diversion. But okay, that's fine. That's cool. We
I
can do
mean,
that.
we could take healthy cows if we had to, just like a few of them. They'd be better can control anyways. Those other ones just stand still at night.
Hmm. So we're
We
gonna make a
could tie.
dummy camp.
Well, what we could do is take a few cows, get something on the back of one of them, light it on fire, and just let it run around.
I feel like that would be more interesting to somebody up there
Yeah,
watching than alarming.
Luke says, I feel like that's one of those things that you see and you're like, oh, that's obviously a distraction. What are they trying to distract me from?
Well, I don't know. I
I
think shooting at them is the best idea, but that's just me.
Well, Luke says, well,
Okay.
there's a thing. We know why they're here. They're here to stop us from going through that little opening there. So they're likely not going to try to make a move until we try to do that. We could try to distract them. They don't react to it at all, but they obviously have a job to do of trying to stop us to get through there. That's probably going to be the biggest distraction we'd be able to offer them is trying to get the whole crew through. Other than that, we could fire blindly from a disadvantageous position. The campfire deal is not bad, but I feel like this is one of those things where they might just set a watch, keep an eye on us.
Okay, so then we need something to bait them down with, or at least a chunk of them. Because whatever they do, I doubt they're gonna empty out their entire camp up there.
This is yeah, and
Um,
I don't feel like the idea of blindly rushing the whole group into the line of fire there. Uh, do we still have any dynamite?
okay,
No, we don't have any dynamite. You guys used it all.
yeah, we
Oh, I know. Damn it. We could have just
made
put
sure
it right there and just do that shit to the ground.
could have pulled the same trick twice. No, I'm just kidding. Um,
What if what if what if we combine the ideas here, the shooting ideas and the campfire idea? What if we set up the
okay,
campfire and we make it look like there's some sort of disturbance in here or something? We get a bunch of
Like we're
fire
fighting
and
with each other.
yeah.
I like it.
Just make
That's
it
not a bad
real
idea.
interesting. They're gonna watch us either way, no matter what we do. So we just make it as interesting as possible.
okay. So what about this idea? What if we bring up a few more guys and a few head of cattle? Okay, more than a few, like maybe 50 to 100 of them. Good batch. We get them up here and we actually set up an actual camp right out there where they can see.
Like we didn't see them.
Exactly, except we bring more men and we prepare it for an ambush. Then we have another team when they leave the mesa to come down to fuck with our little makeshift camp down here. We go up there and we kill the rest of them.
I'm down.
Okay. Bill says, "Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I could set Luke and what about 5 men on that, and you can take you or yourselves and a few people if you'd like up to the top of the mountain." or up to the top of the Butte Mesa.
Yep.
Yep.
Who's all coming?
So Luke is taking 5 NPCs, which leaves about 9 for you guys to choose from. You guys can take all 9, or you can just take a couple if you want. Bill and Abby are. Bill is not in any shape to be climbing any mountains.
Abby's.
Actually,
Should
I'm going to
stay
say
with
Bill insists on going with Luke. He's like, if I'm going to put my men in danger, I'm going to be in danger as well. Abby is going to stay behind with Javier, and
Okay,
the
I like
rest of
that.
whoever you decide to leave behind. So, how many people do you guys want to take with you? Keep in mind, you will likely
We
need
got
to.
3 of us.
Mhm.
Probably need at least 5 more.
Bodie. Javier staying with Abby. Was it Thomas? Oh
Oh,
God.
we can. If you want to specifically say that Bodie and anybody specific is coming with you, they all have the same stat block. So,
Oh, okay,
they
yeah.
it doesn't really matter in terms
So
of
say we
like.
take like 3 more. So 3 of us and 3 more. You think? What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Us,
So
Bodie, and then 2 other people.
what I'm going to introduce now is these follower tokens. These follow in order to reduce the amount of NPCs that I have to deal with in any given combat. Whenever you guys have a significant amount of people with you, I'm just going to call them tokens, and you have +1 on just about everything for each token that you have. But if you take a wound, then there's a chance that that wound is going to go to your whoever is with you rather than you. And extras can only take 2 wounds.
So we get a +1 when we
Okay.
roll. Is that what that
+1
means?
on just about everything. Yeah, this is essentially like the in combat. This represents them being in combat, but not necessarily being the main hero. And in just about every other situation, this represents this person just sort of being there to be in general helpful.
Gotcha.
No, I get it. I like the flavor that it adds.
I felt like it's a good way to have these NPCs still have you guys be the main focus, and have some danger on them and some danger for you as well. But we are going to
Awesome.
actually take a break there, and we will kick back up sort of in media res at that point. And oh, come here, come on, and we'll be back in about 10. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Our crew here has devised a plan to ambush the would-be ambushers. Are you going to give Luke
We're
and
gonna flip the script on them.
are you going to give Luke and Bill time to set up, or are you going to try to get there while they're getting set up? Are you waiting for them to start the distraction
I kind of
before you
figured
move
that would be
in?
best.
Waiting for them to
Yeah, I think
start
we
the.
should get it.
Absolutely.
I think we need to get around and. Oops, sorry, my microphone's going off. I think we need to get around them before
Start
they
heading up there.
suspect anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone give me a stealth roll. It's going to be +2 because it's nighttime and +1 because of your tokens, your ally tokens, so a total of +3. Additionally, if you guys have two approaches here. You can go a more direct approach and get there quickly, or take a little extra time and go around, which will give the other crew more time to set up. And I have a different DC for either one.
We just add 3 to whatever we roll.
Probably be the
Yeah.
safest.
Okay.
Okay. So give me your
Okay, so
stealth
3.
checks then. Give +3.
Stealth +3.
So 8 and do we add 6 or do we add 3 to the fate?
Well, you add 3 to whichever is higher, technically, because the fate doesn't matter if you roll high.
Ooh.
The fate's just there to save your butt from a failure, or anything other than a natural one.
So I had an 8 on the. Go ahead. Sorry.
I've got
I
a
got a natural.
19 and a
Gee.
6 on the fate.
A 19?
I rolled 2
Jeez,
8s
how
and
the-
added 3.
Oh shit! You rolled two of your max.
Well, I rolled the 8, so I
Uh-huh.
re-rolled. Aren't
She
you
gets
supposed
to
to
Yeah,
re-roll?
no, that's what I'm saying. That's very good. That's essentially you
Yeah, I
just
know.
auto passed for everyone. I'm gonna say you guys actually take the quicker option. And Bucky, you guys were planning on trying to take the longer option, but as you guys get up, Bucky's like, wait a minute, if we just follow this little outcropping here, this little section of the ravine, we can basically move right up to them with them having basically no line of sight. So you and your three, the six of you, your group of six here, move along this little cabin, this little outcropping, and this little section of the ravine here, and get there before Bill and Luke start setting up their portion of it.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a success with like
Like
5
flying colors.
raises.
Damn it, man.
Yeah,
For all your bad, man.
that was a
I
success. In
know.
fact,
Bad for all your bad rolls. I was
you
like,
can
damn.
I'm gonna give you an extra
I
Benny for that. Take that.
Oh, there you go.
I
But
was like, man, I'm gonna roll like crap. I've been rolling like crap all night, and
mhm.
I couldn't believe it when I rolled it.
What? Not that it matters because she auto succeeded for everyone. But what did you guys get?
I
I got a.
I got a 1.
Okay.
Thank
So
God for BB.
Doc's maybe bringing up the rear here, and he's struggling a little bit. And, a bit of an older gentleman. Not quite as limber as he used to be. Struggling along this little path, but BB is so good at Bucky is so good at like spotting these little hidey holes and whatnot as you guys scramble your way across here that it doesn't make any difference how cantankerous you're being at this moment. So you have a choice. You can either try to start climbing your way up this mesa, if you want to give me your notice rolls here to try to find a path up, try to find the easiest path up here, or if you want to wait until Bill and Luke get their distraction started.
Don't you think we should just go ahead and keep going? Because what if one of them starts coming down when they notice the camp being set up? Like, what if they send someone to
Good point.
investigate?
Good point.
Okay.
Then we'll lose the element of surprise.
Okay.
Who's got the best knowledge or not knowledge? Notice.
Yeah. So
You or Stormy, I think.
I got a 7 and a 2 on the fate.
so the darkness is going to work against you here. So you would be a -2, but because of your token, it's only a -1. So go ahead and give me that.
All of us.
And actually, I will go ahead and negate that -1 for BB's awesome fucking roll. You just roll flat notice. Yeah, everyone give me a notice. I'll take the highest result.
I got an 11.
Okay,
and
that's
a
the
2 on
highest
the fate.
result.
I got a 5.
I got my first one.
Okay, Doc, you find a it's not necessarily a footpath, maybe a footpath for a mountain goat, but it is definitely you managed to find the easiest path to make your way up here. So now final roll here for getting up to the top of this butte here. Everyone needs to give me athletics to climb this mountain. This one would be flat, but you've got your tokens, so it's +1.
Leave it to the old.
Ugh, I got a 3
Oh, I rolled a
and a
5.
2 on the
Oh
fate.
no, okay. 6 and then a 4 on the fate.
6 and 4. BB, do you want to spend a power
Yeah.
point?
Yeah, I only spent a penny.
Okay.
I get to reroll both
You
of
got that
them.
extra one.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a 4 and a 5 on the fate.
Okay, that's good enough. So it's definitely, like I said, it's not easy, and it takes you guys a little bit of time to get up here. But by the time you guys have made your way up here, you can just see the beginnings of the fire that Javier and Bill and their crew are setting up. Give me notice rolls now that you're up here. Again, just flat because it's dark and because you guys have done pretty good up to this point. Five,
I got a 6 and a 1 on the fate.
6 and a 1 on the fate. Okay, so we're still under the veil of Bucky's amazing fucking stealth roll here. So
Roll.
you guys managed to find a little thing here. You find a little camp. Not a lot of people here. Let's see. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 6 of you, and then another.
This pie is addictive.
Okay. You see about nine people sort of milling about. Let me see if they've noticed Bill and Javier yet. In just a moment.
Is
A lot of
mine
dudes.
working?
Yeah. You actually, as you guys are rocking up, sort of to the edge of this little camp that they've built here, looks like 3 large tents. And a campfire. You see some long guns, sort of on a rack nearby. You
I knew it.
you don't see a Gatling gun. I will say that is definitely not here. You also sort of towards the end of the mesa on the opposite side of the camp from you. Who had the highest notice roll?
I think I did. I
What'd
had
you
a
get?
6.
A 6. Okay. Bucky, you spotted as you rock up. Just in the firelight that they have up here, they're keeping it kind of low, but you do spot what appears to be the plunger for dynamite on the other end of camp
Uh-oh.
from you.
Uh-oh.
Um,
So they've
That ain't
rigged
good. I
something.
wonder where that stayed up. Yep.
you can't quite see where it's set up or what it's set up to do, but it does look like it's wired. You don't have enough of a scope on the situation to figure out what exactly it might be wired to. But you do see as you guys pull up here, one of them looks and says, hey, something going on down there. Looks like they got a group separate from the rest of them. Looks like 7 guys. You had a cattle. What do you think we should do? Just a moment here. Somebody give me high or low. What do you want?
Low.
Low. That is an 8 on a d20. That is low. He's like, all right. Well, this ain't what we're supposed to do, but we can't quite tell what they're doing here. So, you and Johnny and Jeffrey, you go down and check it out.
Oh, shit.
So 3 of these guys go over to the other side of this cliff where they have some ropes tied to like a tree stump or something, and they just sort of rappel down. And then once they're down, somebody else runs over and pulls up the rope. So all attention seems to be on this other group. You've managed your distraction has taken 3 of your combatants out. You seem to have the jump on them. How would you like to approach the situation?
Well, whatever happens before the cattle come, we'll have to end up cutting that wire, right?
You can do that while we start shooting beeves if that's what we're gonna do.
Well, we're gonna have to take them out somehow, but maybe we can pick them off without shooting first. Do you think we could lure one of them over here and like
I know I
shank
got
them or
a
something?
big old knife, so that ain't no problem.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, you want to try to pick a few of them off before it starts?
Might as well try.
Okay, all right.
Well, wait. What does Stormy think?
I'm down to fucking cut some throats.
Okay. So
Hurry.
these guys, I'm
Bowie
gonna
knife and the natives die.
I'm gonna tell you right now. These guys have a notice of a D12.
Oh shit.
He
Yes.
he put some of his best
We-
guys up here. So because there's more than 5 of them, I'm going to roll 2d12.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
The number that I roll is going to be I'm going to essentially use that to determine how many rounds of stealth you guys are going to have. The higher they roll, the fewer rounds of stealth actions you'll have. Let's take a look here.
Rolo. We love a Rolo candy. That's favorite.
And they kind of suck, to be honest. I don't like those.
They used to be really good.
So that is
I haven't had one in a
an
while.
11 on the d12.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
No, that's not.
so I'm not going to tell you how many rounds you'll have. But they do seem to be
Probably
at
none.
alert already, so that's sort of fitting. You might not one shout or scream is probably going to set these guys off. You probably figure so. I'm going to give you each an action here. You guys can try to distract someone, pull someone off, try to stealth one. Right now, you've got like one guy sort of watching the backs of the other guys, and the rest of them are sort of paying attention, but they're also just sort of doing whatever it is they were doing while they're waiting for you guys.
Should we try to push couple of these people off?
If that's what you want to do, it's your action.
Yeah, is there like a group of them that are like standing over by the edge watching or something?
If you give me a Benny, I will make that a thing.
Yeah, you can have one of my bennies.
Okay.
Make it dramatic.
All right. So there are. We'll say 3 of them. 3 of the 5 remaining dudes here are sort of at the edge watching here.
So the two went down, and there's 3 left.
3 went down. So that left 6. There were nine dudes total. 3 went down. 6 are still up here. 3 are sort of watching over these 3 that are going to check this out.
What are the other 3 doing?
The other 3 are just sort of maybe sitting around the campfire shooting the shit. They're maybe one dude went off to go take a piss. Not like super far away, but he's just sort of maybe a little separated from the group. The other 2 are just sort of at the fire here.
Okay, so real quick, here's my suggestion. One of us go off to knife the dude that went to go take a piss. The other 2 take this rope right here, and we go and we push all 3 of those guys off the cliff at the same time.
Oh my god. Fuck
And
it.
then we
I
shoot
love
the
it.
other 2 that are sitting by the fire.
We said there was 5 up here, right?
6.
Oh, 6. Okay,
You got
yeah.
2 by the fire. One's just like maybe like 10, 15 feet away from
Meandering
them, taking a
Okay, so
leak.
as soon as we push the 3 off the cliff, we immediately turn around and draw down on the other 2.
BB's got the best stealth. She should be the one to knife the guy. Wait, what's your strength, Beebs?
My
Or
strength.
what is it? Yeah, because
I got
what's his
agility.
take?
That would to attack with a knife would use the fighting die.
Fighting. Okay, what about for the rope trick? What's that going to be using?
Well, you got roping.
Oh, my roping's terrible.
I've got roping great. Oh no, I
No,
don't. It's just a D4.
it would either be roping or athletics.
I've got good athletics.
Well, see, I was kind of feeling like we just pull the line out, but in between the 2 of us, and just run at them and maul.
I know what you're
Shove it.
trying to do.
Yeah, you're
I'm
doing
just trying to
the.
figure out which one of us two is the best to go to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because my athletics is a D6.
Mine's an 8.
Oh damn. Okay, what's yours at, Stormy?
4.
Oh, okay. So, what's your stealth at then, Doc?
A 4.
And your fighting? Okay, what's your
Oh my
fighting?
god.
fighting.
I
Yeah.
don't think he has fighting. So
I
D4
don't have
minus
fighting.
2.
Oh, son
That's
of a bitch. Okay.
Doc
Well,
is.
you're gonna help.
I'm not supposed to be up here, guys.
I don't know what I'm
You're
doing
gonna
here.
help Beebs with the rope, and I'll go knife the guy. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'll get ready and in place to shoot the other two. But if you guys manage to succeed, get the fuck out of the way because
Well,
I'm gonna
what's
be
your?
shooting at
Wait
this
a
pit right
minute.
there. What?
Oh, your shooting's only 4 too. Damn it, Stormy.
My shoot? Oh, you're.
I'm not supposed
He's
to
the
do
white mage.
Damn it, Stormy.
Okay. Okay. So what did we decide? Who's knifing somebody? Me.
Well, you kind of need to be there on that rope.
Yeah, you've got.
Okay. Well, I'll,
And Doc should not be sneaking and knifing anybody. So he should be on the rope with you, in my opinion.
okay. We'll be the rope
Yeah.
people.
Okay. So as we enact this little action plan of action here, what I'm going to ask for is one final stealth roll here before we get into the actual attack rolls to see if you can get in position. This is also going to be at a +3 because of all of the bonuses. So
Hold
We
on,
get a
hold on,
plus
hold on.
3?
We brought people with us, didn't we?
yeah.
Yeah, we
What?
got 3
Yeah.
other people with us. Oh, well, what's their stat blocks? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
We're just
Well,
we
again,
cover extra.
yeah. You guys each have 2 people. One of you could split up. One NPC and one person doing each thing. Like,
Maybe we should do that.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
avoid having to roll too much for your NPCs. I just kind of want them to be little bonuses that you guys have. You guys are the focus. If you guys say, "Hey, my NPC's helping me do this," then I'll just make that your role to try to knock those guys off there. So, which one of you
Okay,
wants
let's
to?
do that then. Let's team up. Whoever is going to do the rope, like whoever has the best whatever for the rope, should team up with their NPC to do it.
Yeah, that would be either
Either
roping or athletics. So,
my roping's 4,
What's your
but my
athletics?
athletics is 8.
Ooh, my athletics is 6.
okay, so BB and their extra on the rope. Blue, I'm imagining you're going to do the you and your extra are going to do the stealth attack.
We'll do the stealth attack.
Well, you
Or the
got
shooting if I have to. I've got
you,
better shooting than I do stealth.
well, you got Doc and
But if
his
we're
crew, his extra as well. What do you got to do?
Okay, so that's what me and my guys will do.
Yeah,
Is while they're doing that, we'll handle the 2 by the campfire. And I guess
Okay.
I'll go ahead. I'll take my level as skill points as well. I'm going to put 1 in stealth and 1 in shooting.
okay. So yeah, give me your stealth rolls here. Remember, it's a +3.
Okay, come on, man. 5.
I got 10 and a 6 on the fate.
Damn.
Damn, BB.
Mhm.
I got an 8 and a 4 on the fate. Shit.
I got 5 and a 2 on the fate.
Okay. So those
Go,
are
BB.
all
Go,
successes,
BB.
BBs. BB, you are you basically get right up on this guy's ass. Or sorry, no, BB, you're doing the rope here. Sorry,
Yeah.
BB, you take some rope and you and your extra stretch along the side. These other guys are completely engrossed in what's going on downstairs, so they don't even notice you. Doc, how are you approaching the people at the fire?
Quietly.
Okay.
With ninja stealth, he said.
Very
Like
descriptive.
kind of what direction they're sitting from, like kind of sneak around behind them and come up from them as behind them as we can.
Okay. All right. So everyone is in position. Cammy, you got your knife out, poised to attack. So, Cammy, you're going to give me your fighting roll.
Alrighty. D8. That's one of my favorite dice. Yep, that's my
This is
favorite
going to be. I'm going to say this is going to be at a +3. Also, you succeeded your stealth. Everything you guys have been doing really good up to this point. So.
6, 7, 8 on, and a 2 on the fate.
Okay. So that's a success with 2 raises here. Roll the damage for your knife. It's going to be your strength plus a d4.
Strength and D4. Okay. So my strength. I was about to roll. Okay, hold on. Where's my strength? Wait,
Your strength is a d4.
D4. Yeah, okay. So it'd be
2
what I
d4.
rolled up for.
Yeah, 2
Okay, yeah,
d4.
that's what I thought. Okay.
Actually,
Okay,
make it. Go
4.
ahead and make it. You rolled a
What?
you rolled a success with a raise. So go ahead and make it 3d.
Hello.
Hello.
You cut out at the very end, Sage.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead and make it 3d4.
3D4. Okay, I got a 4 on the first one.
Okay.
A 1 on the second one.
Mhm.
And 3 on the third one.
Okay, so that's 8 altogether. All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
hold that number. Make sure I write that down.
Ooh. Getting tense in here.
Okay, BB, you and
Yeah.
your extra get in position here. You see Cammy go to strike with her knife. Give me your athletics roll. It's +3
Go
to
Beebs.
knock these
Go
guys
Beebs.
out.
Oh, I rolled an 8.
Ooh.
Nice.
11 and a 5 on the fate.
Nice.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl.
Wait, what's your athletics? D8? Did you explode that?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Hold on.
Roll it again. Yeah.
I got a 3, so 8. What is that, 15?
Yeah. Okay, so that's a success with 2 raises. I am going to
Ah, her dice woke up.
uh
Yeah.
yeah, so
Thank God.
you take and run through, and they are taken completely unawares, and just immediately fall. And you hear the Wilhelm scream 3 times as they all fall off this cliff and go splat below. The knife buries into the back of this guy's neck. As these other 2
Oh.
guys start to notice, Doc, what do you do as they sort of they start to get up and draw on whatever threat they're perceiving at this time? We're sort of bullet time at this point.
Uh, just open fire on them.
Okay,
Everybody up.
give me your shooting. +3.
7 and a 4 on the fake.
Okay, so that's a success. Roll your damage. This is also +1, by the way.
Oh, nice. Seven, 8, 9.
Okay, the 9 here. We're going to kick into initiative here because these 2 dudes are not dead yet.
Uh-oh.
And Camilla comes in at the ready. Hot damn.
Camilla, you take out your guy, but the 9 points of damage that you did, Stormy, is spread across these 2 guys. They're each wounded now, but you guys have managed to take 9 people down to 2 with barely any combat. So we are going to
And
go
there's
into
2
initiative
going down
now.
toward the other camp. So
There's 3 going
I'm
down
sure the
towards.
camp could take care of them.
Yeah,
Oh, it's 3. Oh,
yeah, but they got 6 people down there, so they got them outnumbered 2 to 1.
yeah.
Plus, they
Well,
haven't
I'm
done
actually
anything
in a
yet,
second.
right?
They haven't really
I'm
done
actually
Yeah, they
anything.
haven't done anything yet.
pretty far away
We
from the
haven't
cliff. Heard their friends scream.
Um,
That's what I was wondering.
Because we
I'll take that into consideration as this combat evolves. We'll see what happens. Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Doc got a
Uh-oh.
joker here. Let's see, Bucky, you're under 5, so I got to give you one more. You're on 8. One thing I've been forgetting to do is offering you guys to spend a penny for a new action card. Would you like a new action card? You're at a 2, Cammy.
No, I've got 1 Benny left.
You
I
got?
might need it.
No,
I'm
I
down
have
to
2.
1.
You didn't
He
spend.
gave us an extra.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay.
Actually, no. Everyone does get a Benny because Stormy drew a Joker. So, do you want to spend that Benny?
So yeah, I'll spend that Benny. So I have 2 left now. Let's keep it right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just keeping it straight.
All right, that's a Jack of Diamonds.
Nice.
That's better.
Okay.
That's better.
Okay, so another thing I've been neglecting to mention with the Joker is not only do you get to choose where you go in the order of this turn's action, Stormy, you can use your action to interrupt somebody else's action.
Oh.
Oh.
So
That's nice.
if I was about to kill somebody, you could say, "No, it's my turn. I'm going to go and do something about that." You can choose where you want to go now, but we're going to start with the initiative order here. Ace, King, Queen, and Jack. Cammy, you're up first. You just murdered this guy. He's dead.
He's dead, and obviously, have I noticed that like things aren't quite going the way Doc was expecting him to? I kind of figured they wouldn't,
You do
because
see them the other two guys take some winging shots, but they're mostly healthy. They're standing up and drawing at this point to open fire on whatever threats around them. You don't know if they've
I'm gonna
noticed.
fire at him.
Okay, give me your shooting roll.
All right,
Go,
yes,
go,
sir.
go, go,
Go,
go,
go,
go,
go,
go,
go.
go.
Oop, gotta scroll that way. Oh, it's a so neon D10.
Nice.
Okay, here we go. Oh wait, no, that's not what I rolled. Hold on,
Oh,
no. I mean, I would be. I'm an honest person. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, we got an 8, and then fate, and a 1 on the fate. Ooh, that sucks. Back off.
You got an 8. Okay, that is a success. That is a hit with a raise. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, damage on. I was probably pulling out not the I would pull out my pistol. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're not gonna be pulling out no fucking Winchester right now. So
Yeah,
let's
I
see.
say
Wait,
you
wait,
pull your
wait.
pistol out as your movement action. Yeah.
What the fuck is my damage on my fucking shit?
Your damage is a d6, 2d6 plus 1.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Hold on. 2d6 plus 1 on.
Actually, it's 2d6 plus 2 because you got the token. Ally token.
Plus 1, right? Okay. Okay, so we got a 4 and a 6. And then 1. Okay, so
So
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Yes.
okay.
I'm excited.
They have a
did you put your
toughness.
I feel
plus
like a
2?
chihuahua.
So they have a
Oh, I put
toughness
a
of
plus
plus
one.
5.
Oh,
He
plus 1 more.
plus 1. So yeah, that is he's already been shaken, and so that's the second one. You kill one of these guys.
All
You just
right.
draw and fire as he's pulling up his gun. He just took a shot from Doc, and you catch him in the side of the head, and he drops. So it's just the one guy left. Uh, I'm gonna go on to the next one unless Doc wants to go. It's his turn now. It's the other guy's turn.
Doc, you want to intervene and try and get the other guy before he shoots us?
1 second, guys.
Oh,
Oh.
got him.
Sorry, we were
Nope, you're good.
dealing with children.
Okay, sorry. Somebody's about to shoot somebody. Yes,
Uh,
I want to shoot them instead.
Okay, so you're going to take your action now. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Remember, it's shooting, and you got a +1 because of your buddy.
That's a 9 and a 3 on the fate.
Okay, that is a success. Go ahead and roll your damage, +1 as well.
That is a 9 on the damage again.
Okay, that is just a success. So he's taken another wound, but he's not down yet. And you can try to move if you'd like. You can try to get cover.
Yeah, I'll take cover after that.
Okay,
I've
give me
shot twice now.
a notice roll to find some cover.
That's a 7 and a 1 on the fate.
Okay, that's a decent enough notice roll. You find a low stump or something. You sort of dive behind it as you take this shot here. Now we're going to come up to Bucky.
Go Bucky. Go Bucky.
You and your extra knock these two dudes. You hear this cacophony of gunfire around you. You wheel around. And, you can take a shot.
Yeah.
Take shot. +1. Remember. Always remember. You have La Familia.
La Familia.
I got a 4 and a 4 in the fate.
So you got a 5 and a 4
No,
on
I
the
rolled
fate.
a 3.
That's
okay.
that's not going to be a hit. Would you like to spend a penny?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
I could reroll both, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here I go. Oof. I got a 1, which is a 2, and a 6 on the fate.
Okay. The 6 on the fate is a success.
Ooh. Okay.
So that roll your damage.
What am I using? My Colt. 2d6 plus 1, so +2.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
What is that?
Okay, so I got a 5 and a 1. Hold on, sorry, I got a math. So I got
Panda. Oh my God! Thank you so much for the 200 bits.
7.
That's going to be 2 pennies.
I got 8, I think.
I'll give those to Doc,
Oh,
or to
Panda.
Cammy and Doc. Thank you, Panda. What'd you get? I'm sorry, BB.
I think I got an 8. Well, I rolled a 5 and a 1.
Okay, that's a 5 and a 1 plus 2 is yeah. Okay, that is enough damage to put the final wound on this guy, and he is dead. You guys have
Ooh.
cleared this camp.
Okay.
And around this time, you start to hear gunfire from down below.
Uh-oh.
That is not happening right now.
But now we have the high ground and those long-range guns, don't we?
You got a few long guns up here. It is, again, nighttime, so it'll be a little tricky to see very well down there. But we're going to go ahead and add Bill and Luke into this next round of combat here. We're going to make their whole group one thing. And then I have a group of 3 dudes down here. And I have to reshuffle this deck because Stormy drew a Joker.
The Joker was a godsend.
All right. I'm out here. We're going to go with Bill and Luke first. 10. Oh my God. Stormy, what the fuck? That's a different Joker, too. Am I just a shit fucking shuffler here? I swear I shuffled it. Fuck you, Stormy.
I like those cards.
Yeah, they're real pretty.
Ooh.
So that's a Benny for everyone again. By my count, we should have Doc at 5, Blue at 4, Cammy at 4, and Bucky at 4.
I spent 1, remember?
Yeah, but
I think I spent 1 too.
yeah, but Panda donated 100 bits, so that's 2 bennies. So I
Oh,
gave them
that's
to
right.
you guys. So say thank you, Panda.
Thank you, Panda.
Thank you.
Okay. You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna spend a penny and get a better card for my guys. I've been holding on to these bennies.
Until you get a worse card?
I Okay, that's an 8. It doesn't do me any good. I don't know if I'm gonna spend another card Benny to get another card.
Can
The
I spend a
temptation?
penny
Can you spend a penny to what?
to make you draw a worse card?
All right, here we go. Okay, so Uh, unless Doc wants to act first, Cammy's up first.
Nope, I'm gonna be reactionary again.
Okay. Cammy, what do? You hear this? You hear this gunfire from down below.
And everybody's dead up here, right?
Everybody's dead up here.
All right, I'm gonna pull out my Winchester
Okay.
and start getting snipe down below.
Okay.
Oh, we got those.
Sorry.
You might not be able to
What?
see them. We might want to go down there, all of us,
Oh yeah, you got a point.
because we have our people with us.
All right, go.
I will say it
Pulling out
is
my Winchester.
yeah, it is quite a distance.
Oh, they're already far
Yeah,
away.
they managed uh to get quite a distance. It looks like they didn't quite reach the whole camp before the gunfire started out. So it seems like these two groups are
We're waiting
fighting
for
at
them
a
to
bit of
come up here.
distance.
That means our guys ambushed them like they were supposed to.
I mean, there's a world where you could just let this wait your turn and see how this plays out between the two of them. They have the numbers advantage. They're getting a total of
Yeah, let's see how they do first, because we have the high ground and an advantage over here, and they have nowhere else to go.
I'm gonna watch if I can tell if I see them shoot, because I can
okay.
tell if it's our guys. They're over by the campfire. But
Okay,
if I can see them shoot, that's where I'm gonna start shooting. I'm gonna ready in action.
so Cammy's holding. Bucky, are you holding?
Yeah.
Okay. Unless Doc wants to act, I'm gonna have Bill and Luke go next.
I'll go for it.
Okay. So yeah, there's some active gunfire here. Where is Luke? There he is. Cool hand Luke. Is D8, and he's gonna get a total of a +6.
Hey.
And he's 10. So that is going to be shit damage rolls though. Total of 10 damage. That's enough to knock one of these guys out.
Nice.
But now it is the bad guy's turn.
Uh-oh.
Perfect.
Fuck that, I'm spending a bunny. Oh, that is an 8, which is definitely a hit. You see somebody on your side go down. You're not able to make out exactly who.
Uh-oh.
Was I able to see where the shot came from?
No, at this distance, it's too much of a back and forward thing here. It's difficult to tell who's shooting. Everyone's shooting at the same time, back and forward. You can't track the bullets in the dark. But you do see,
Right.
one dude drops on this side, and then a second later, somebody else drops on the other side here. So that is the top of this initiative order here, which means we're going to redistribute cards. Shuffling again. Ha!
Ah,
I got a
scared me.
joker now.
Oh. Been a funny kind of night, if you know what I mean.
Been a funny night.
Mm-hmm.
I call for a new deck.
I've got other decks here. I can after this roll I can change decks if you guys want.
No, I didn't lose.
Okay. So we got a two fives here. Anybody want to spend bennies to get another card? I got a joker here, so
Don't I get one anyway, or does it have to be below 4?
I thought it has to be below 5.
Oh,
Is it 5 or lower? Let
Okay.
me.
I don't know.
What do
Yeah,
I
I'll spend
got? I
one.
can't even. What am I stuck with?
Quick. An action card of 5 or lower. You're at a 5. Doc's at a 2. So Bucky does get another one, and it's a 4.
Ugh,
Um, you
might as
get
well
to keep
spend the
going.
Benny. I want a new card.
Okay. Yeah, I think you only get one new
Yeah.
card. So,
I
Cammy, you want
want
a new card
cards.
as well? Wow, you got 4, 5, 4, 5. Queens. Doc.
Yeah, give me one.
All right.
Playing poker.
4.
Give me another. Hit me.
I'm rich, so that give me another ace.
I'll live with that one.
Anybody
Why
else?
are we even doing this? Because we're not intervening in the firefight right now.
Because it's important.
I mean, it's a you use them or lose
It's a
them.
tabletop
So
game.
yeah, you don't get to take them with you.
Got one Werman.
Okay.
One Werman, good dinner.
All right. So Joker, I'm going to have my guys go first this time.
I don't like that.
Too bad.
I don't like it.
Too bad. That's only a 5, which is just barely a hit. And shit damage again here. This one's for 3. Not enough to kill somebody else, but you do see somebody's taking wounds over here. Next up is going to be Doc. Doc.
Well, there ain't nothing we can really do.
I think I'm gonna start making my way down.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
no, because I want to look at the shit that's up here.
Well, I said I am. I didn't say y'all had to follow me.
We'll still be there when we get back. We can always we just gotta finish them off first, right? Like it's not going anywhere.
If she's right.
So what you doing, Doc?
Well, Cammy says she's going down.
I
Yeah.
will be when it's my turn.
Yeah. Talking's a free action, which you can do on somebody else's turn. So she can say, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm going down there. Somebody just went down. I'm going."
Okay, how about this? We send. I'll give her my guys to go with her.
How far away is my horse?
It would be on the other side of where you're about to go down. Actually, no, I don't think you would have taken your horse. It would be you
Yeah,
guys.
I don't think we brought it. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
our
it's a little
horses
out of
came down.
range.
Damn it!
Can you whistle and call it to you?
That's what I was gonna try and do.
If you want that to be your action, I can you can give me a spirit
Do
roll
it,
to
do
see
it,
if you
do
can
it, do it, do it, do it.
summon him.
Benny, and summon it like Gandalf.
Fuck it! What would you say, Stormy?
I said, give it a Benny and summon it like Gandalf.
Give it a Benny and summon it like Sugar Fox. Come. Sure. What are we gonna use for that? Is that gonna be a
Spirit.
spirit or
Spirit.
spirit? Fuck
It's
yeah,
a
I
horse.
got
Of
good
course, it's spirit.
bitches.
Oh,
Of course, it's spirit.
that's kind of sweet.
That's right. That's nice. You're
The
wanting to roll for me.
I knew it.
And the fate. And the fate. Oh, the fate's a 1. The other one's a max, so I don't give a
well, you
shit.
re-roll it and add it to it.
Okay, so 8 and a 4. So that's another 12.
Okay. So that's that you let out the this shrill whistle, and it's he's not going to be able to get there this turn. But somewhere
I didn't think
you're not
so.
even sure if you actually hear it or you just feel it. You hear hoofbeats heading your direction.
That animal bond.
I feel it. I feel it.
So
Now
if you
let's
wanted to,
climb down the hill.
you could use your movement to start going down the rappel rope if you want.
Yes, sir. That's where I'm going.
Okay, give me an athletics check with your +2 as well.
Athletics.
Because Doc, you did say you're giving her your extra.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 8. Okay. So
Oh, Doc, I
5.
forgot.
You
Did you
said
want to take an action, Doc? I sort of skipped over. You never confirmed.
No, there's not really a whole lot to do up here until the looting starts.
Okay. I just wanted to double check, make
did you
sure I
say
was
a
being
+2?
+2. Yeah, you've got 2 extras with you right now.
All right, 5. So 7 and a 3 on the.
Okay. So that's a success. No major danger here. You've got a rope and buddies. You get down to the bottom, but that's about all the time you have for in this round here.
That
Okay.
works. That's a good move. I'm proud
Jack
of it. Happy with
10,
it.
9, 8, 7, 6, and we come up on Luke and Bill and their crew here. They're gonna take a shot back. That's a hit, just barely.
Nice.
Well, actually, no. With the bonuses, it's way well more than a hit. They're basically guaranteed to get some sort of damage here.
Like to hear that.
One of these other guys goes down.
So one of theirs goes down.
Yeah, one of the bad guys goes down. And that's 6, and we're at 5. Bucky.
You said we're really far away.
Yeah, you've got some distance. You're not going to be able to make it to them in one turn, even if you use your action and your movement.
I guess I'll just hang out up here.
Okay, you're going to pass again?
Start going through shit if you want. Shit.
Yeah,
Ain't bother
oh,
you.
I need to cut that dynamite line.
Oh, yeah, give me
Hey,
a...
girl!
see your...
That's how that's winning thinking
Give
right
me a
there.
notice
Hey,
roll to see to just sort of scope out the situation here.
I got a 2 and a 2 on the fate.
Okay, everything's a little hectic right now. You're not you want to make sure before you start cutting on things that it's not going to like cause some issue or some reciprocation. You don't feel like you have a good enough handle on that situation right now. If you would like, you can still try to disarm this thing, but things could go badly. You don't know exactly what's going on with it yet.
I'll wait for another turn.
Okay.
Maybe that way I can focus better for some stuff to die down and whatnot.
Yeah, you can like get over there by it for sure. That's cool. Good idea. That was good thinking, Beebs. I forgot all about that fucking dynamite.
I was sitting here.
Well, I
waiting.
always figured if stuff went bad, I could just go detonate it.
Maybe Javier is really good at bombs.
You do know Javier used to be in the military.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, the cook's always the guy that's good with like weird shit. Even on the show me and Stormy are watching, like there's this cook guy and he's like he doesn't put up with no shit. I love it.
The cook has to be the best character in any given show. You got to have the cook be
I
the best
fully
character.
agree with that.
All right, who am I gonna deal first here? I'm gonna deal Cammy first here. You got an 8. 6, 4, 5, and Doc is a jack. Anybody want a new card?
What did I get? A jack?
You got a 6.
Oh, I'll stay because I'm not doing much anyway.
Okay. I'm gonna spend my last penny for the night to try to get a new card for my guys.
I don't know.
Oh,
Eight's not bad.
fucking fuck!
Fuck, eight's
I
higher
got
than
a
that.
4. I got a 4. Okay. So we
Actually,
got
no, I'm just saying.
Ace, King, Queen, Jack, Doc.
Same as before. I'm still chilling.
Okay. 10, 9, 8. Cammy?
Have I made it down?
Yeah, as your turn starts, you start on ground level here.
All right, I want to kind of like get that spiritual feel on where my horse might
Uh,
be. You
he's
know what I
coming.
mean?
He's
He's
coming.
coming. All
He's
right,
coming.
I'm gonna keep.
Are you moving quickly or stealthily?
I'm gonna move stealthily.
Okay, give me your stealth roll then. +2.
Don't need to be making
Actually,
anything
+4.
happen in the middle. Like +4. Oh
Yeah,
shit. Okay.
this is dark.
Okay. Stealth. Where the
You're not gonna hike those 2 NPCs on the back of your horse, are you? Can it hold that many people?
No,
Well, no, I
maybe
figured I could just hop on
just
and get things
toss them
done
each a
faster.
rope and say, "We're gonna invent skiing, ground
I don't
skiing."
have stealth.
You don't
Why do
have
I not have
stealth?
stealth?
You have stealth.
What?
It's one of the core skills. It's right there. It's a
That's what I
D6.
thought. Where
Everyone has
did
stealth.
it
You start
seriously
with
look
stealth.
over it?
It's yeah, it's like right across from
Oh, I'm
Vivian.
Yours
looking
is
at something
6.
else. Sorry. Yep, I'm sorry. I was below. Sorry, my bad. All right, D6 plus, you said 3?
4.
4. 4. Okay, so 5, 9, and then fate, 4. So 9 and a 4 on the fate.
9 and a 4 on the fate. Okay. So yeah, you're moving stealthily, so you're not able to move super quick, but you do manage to
No.
close. I'll say about maybe a third of the distance between them, and like maybe like half the distance between them and what would be an effective shooting range in this environment.
Okay, that's fair. I'll take it. Sounds good.
But you did that without being noticed. So
Right. Okay, good. So I was about to ask. I was like, was I noticed though?
yeah. You're pretty sure this one dude that's left is pretty focused on these 5 dudes trying to kill him.
Yeah.
6 dudes trying to kill him. Okay, 7-6. Bucky, you want to try something with this dynamite, or are you still waiting?
Um, yeah, can I, like, examine it or something and see if there's a way I can
Do you have science or
I was
explosives?
gonna say, ask Doc to come over there
Yeah.
because I don't think he knows about it.
Did he already go this turn?
Yes, he passed.
No.
I guess technically he held, so if he wants to unhold, he could.
Yeah, I'll ask him.
Sure.
Okay,
I'll go take a look at it.
give me a science roll.
Science. Yeah.
Science
Science.
is cool. Doc, the mad scientist. Doc, Doc.
Ooh, I'm gonna spend a Benny and re-roll that.
Okay,
Now the bennies
That's
are flowing.
6 on the fate.
6 on the fate. Okay.
Yep.
So you are looking this thing over. You come over, and it's a bit difficult to tell, but it looks like there might be some sort of like, re- reciprocation type deal on this cord. If you just cut this cord, there's a chance that it could set off whatever this cord is attached to.
Oh shit.
Leave that one alone.
Well, that is the cord. There's no that's the like cord. It's not
No
like
other
One big
backup here.
fuse.
Yeah.
There's Lure Red.
You're not 100% sure, but it seems like this would be the type of setup that you're looking at here. It seems like it might be a little trickier than just cutting the cord on this thing.
We're gonna have to wait.
So that's your action examining this thing, Bucky. That was your action summoning Doc. We're gonna go to the rest of the crew here. This might be the end. This is probably the last round here, but we'll see what happens. Oh my god, that is a 1 and a 3 on the fate. So
Oh no.
that is a critical fail. Even the bonuses can't undo a critical fail.
Oh, that poor guy. I kind of feel bad for him.
So they are a shooting and a shooting and a shooting, but they can't seem to hit the bad guys this round. Luckily, they didn't lose anybody this round, but they also didn't take anybody down. So that means we're going to do another round of this shit.
Round
You're gonna have to
number
save the
2.
day. You're going to ride in on the horse and save the day. Like an epic movie moment.
Give me a spirit roll,
For you.
Cammy, as we at the top of this new round here.
Alright.
Swear to God, if I
Got
get
a 6.
another,
Do you need bonuses?
no bonuses to this one. This is
No
just
bonus?
you.
Okay, a 6 and a 5 on the fate.
Okay. Gonna hold that in my brain case for now.
Fair enough. That's I like that brain case of yours. Comes up with some good shit.
Thanks, I built it myself. Carefully layered levels of trauma and drug.
And weird random knowledge facts that we gained along the way.
And dominoes.
Son of a bitch. Okay. You guys have a pretty good spread here, but I'll offer. Anybody want to spend a penny?
I'm Gucci.
I'm
Okay.
good.
No.
Okay, I have no bennies to spend, so I'm going last here. Yay! All right, Ace, King, Queen,
Poor
Jack,
guy.
10. All right. So that would be
We
Cammy
should
first.
interrogate this fucker.
Cammy,
We should interrogate this fucker.
Cammy, you're rushing through the night, or you're stealthily slinking through the night. You've got your 2 crew here. Then you start to hear. Give me an athletics or agility roll.
Okay.
Ooh, it's my. Ooh, wait. My agility's higher. We're going agility. We're gonna make this epic. All right, we got a 7 and a 3 on the fate.
Okay, so as you see this sleek black horse almost forming out of the night stuff surrounding you, just sort of come into vision here, you deftly reach a hand up, grab it by the reins, swing your leg up, and kick off, putting you within range here. I'm going to take away your extra bonuses for now.
That's
Um,
cool.
because you sort of separate from those extras. But you now have the jump on this guy here. What do you want to do?
Take him out, take him out, take him out, take him out.
I'm gonna dramatically run at him, like screaming as loud as I can, like battle cry. I'm gonna not have my. Actually, I'm thinking I'm a good enough shot. I'm gonna have my pistol out, and I'm gonna try and shoot that motherfucker in the leg.
Okay, called shot. So this is going to be your shooting die -2.
Called shot, dude. Okay, I'll handle that.
Ordinarily, if
Ooh.
if you didn't have such a good bond with this horse, it would be a -4 total.
Okay.
But you get a -2 because
So we got 6 minus 2, so that's 4 and a 6 on the die on the fate. The die.
Okay, so that's a success. You shoot him in the leg. Roll your damage.
Spirit horse for
If
the win.
if you
Spirit horse for the win.
if you
Yes.
score a wound here, then you will put this guy out, but not kill him.
I got a 1 and a 6, so I got a 7
Hmm. Okay.
plus 1.
He was already shaken,
8.
so that is a wound. He is incapacitated, not dead though.
Hot diggity damn.
You write
Time
up.
to rope his ass up.
Describe what this looks like as you take this last guy down.
I'll ride up, majestically, hair flowing in the. I got my rope out. I've already shot him, put my gun away, get my rope out. I'm about to hop off my horse, hop
He's
down, rope him
he's
up, and get ready to interrogate him.
he's
I know
holding
he's
his
not gonna
legs,
pass out. I'm still gonna rope him up.
scrambling away. He's not passed out. He is incapacitated.
Oh,
He
okay. Yeah,
when you
I'm
shot
good.
him, he clutched his leg and dropped to the ground. He is trying to scramble away, but you just sort of calmly walk up to him, kick him over, and tie him up. And that is the end of this encounter. What do you want to do with this guy? Bucky and Doc are still up on the hill here, so we're gonna go up to them real quick. Actually,
Hey, sounds good. I had my victory moment.
okay, Doc. So explosives aren't your specialty. They aren't something that you're more of the chemist or the biochemist or whatever you would call yourself. But you know enough to be dangerous here. So if you want to try to disarm this thing, give me a science roll. Ordinarily, because this is outside of your area of expertise, normally this would be an explosives. I would give this a -2, but you got Bucky and another extra to help you out, so we'll just call it even.
A 5 and a 6 on fate.
Okay. So you you realize that this is a chain of dynamite that's set off. That's supposed to be set off that runs down the side of the mesa to basically collapse a whole side of this butte here. Um, you take some time and effort, but you do eventually manage to get it disarmed. All the dynamite is still out there, but you at least get it detached from the plunger.
All right.
Question:
What?
Is, it, is there a way to reattach it?
Yeah, you can reattach it.
Maybe after we get everyone through, we blow it up so they don't follow after us.
Make them think the plan worked.
Yeah, maybe we could put the
Other than
bodies
the
over. Oh no, then they know. I was just thinking it would make the people harder to follow, like on horseback or something, because the land would be all jacked up.
it'd be best to get the cattle through, unless there's trip wires. We need to. Is there any way to follow the wire to see where it's going?
Possibly
It's
not right at this moment. That is something that we can work on here, sort of over the next course of the scene. But I'm not quite. That would take some time, and I don't want to move on to that just yet.
Yeah,
But for now, the immediate danger of the plunger, it's not going to be. You're pretty certain that it's not going to just randomly go off, and as long as nobody's out there walking around, it's unlikely that any pressure plates or tripwires are going to be set it off. They would likely have it set to where you couldn't just a fox wouldn't blow up this whole mountainside or something like that. So uh,
well, we
you,
do have a guy to question too.
mhm.
Maybe he knows something about it.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Patience. Bucky,
Patience.
while
yeah.
Doc is working on the explosives, what are you doing?
It's a good question.
Playing her
Uh,
victory harmonica song. I'm sorry.
I think I want to go over to the edge and sit on the edge and play my harmonica for a minute,
Okay.
kind of chill out.
Give me a performance
Let
roll.
him know the coast is clear. The
Yeah.
performance. Yes.
Okay. Most important role of the night.
That's right.
I got a 2 and a 3 on the fate.
Do you want to spend a penny? You got plenty of them, and
Yes,
we don't have
yes,
too
I
much
will
time
spend a
left. So
penny. I got a 4 and a 3
And
on the
also,
fate.
okay, yeah. So you play a bit of a diddly on your harmonica, as you're covered in the blood of a couple of different men. Well, you're not covered in blood. Cammy would be covered in blood. You probably remain
I'm
relatively
always covered in
bloodless.
blood. I like it that way.
um,
I
but
used the rope.
yeah, as the tune sort of drifts down the mesa, we'll follow the tune down to Cammy. You're standing over this guy. We'll say you pulled him into camp, into the little makeshift. It's now actually a camp. It's no longer a distraction camp, sort of an away
Dragging him
camp.
behind fucking
Yeah,
demonize.
Devil Eyes, and
Yeah.
you got him over by the fire. What are you doing? What's your plan with this guy? He is still awake and he is spitting and cursing. You
All
fucking
right.
bitch! You fucking shot me in the leg! You fucking whore! I'll fucking
You
gut
better
you!
watch it or I'm gonna shoot you in the other
Ooh.
goddamn leg. How do you like that? I got plenty of ammo, hun.
Give me let's see, what is it?
Yeah, I just took up in that. Let's go.
Intimidation or persuasion?
Intimidation?
Persuasion.
Persuasion? I was
Yeah.
gonna say I took a both with persuasion. Let's
Oh, look,
go.
give
Oh,
me easy.
I get to roll again. I get to roll again. Eight. Okay, that's only a 1, but yeah, I'll take it. That's a like 8, 9, and a fate.
He shuts the fuck
4
up.
on the fate.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Now, we got some questions for you, and your best bet would be to answer them to your most highly truthful knowledge.
Okay.
Who
Um.
sent you up here to
Go ahead. Sorry.
who sent you up here to set up a nice little camp like that with some dynamite strapped up somewhere?
He sort of looks back and forth. He's like, well, everybody who's anybody works for Mr. Phelps around here.
Hmm. I kind of figured, you know. How long you boys been posted up there?
You got a success with a raise there. I'll give you one more thing. It's like, we've been posted up there for about 2 weeks. At least my crew was. There
Been
was a
multiple crews,
there
as
was a
I
crew
suspected.
there's a crew before us.
Hmm. You got multiple setups around here?
He looks like he might be buttoning it up at this point. It looks like he realized as he was saying that, answering that last question, he sort of felt like maybe he might want to shut up. You want to put a little spice on that question?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring out my knife and start fiddling around in my hand.
Okay, give me another persuasion then. I'll say that you're. I'm not going to give you the extras, but instead I'm giving you like a lower DC here because this is an entirely advantageous situation. And you'd be rolling with like a +20 in it. I'm still working on
I got a
these.
5 and a 5 on the fate.
5 and a 5 on a fate. He says, "What was your question again?"
Oh shit. What was
You
my
were like,
question?
are there any other crews out here?
Yeah, other setup points. That's what it was.
I don't. I personally, I don't know. I know that there might be another crew out here. We were supposed to be relieved in a few days. Uh,
Who
I,
got hurt in our camp? That's my. I want to. Can I
um,
notice that?
give me a D20 roll, or sorry, D12.
D20, D12. Okay, D12. I got a 12.
You look over and you see the dead body of Emmett Tam. Not somebody that you had super interacted with previously, but you do see that the survivors are sort of getting him covered and dealing with the bodies. But he seems, as they're covering his face, you do see the face of Emmett Tam.
I'm gonna holler for
Aw.
Bill and Luke. Be like, hey, any of y'all got any questions for this? He ain't going nowhere.
Seems like he don't know too much.
All right. Well, you see these men right here. They're pretty pissed off that you just took one of their men. So I'm gonna leave you here with them. I'm gonna go back up top and check on my crew and make sure they're safe. So I'm gonna pat that guy on the back and walk away. You have a
Okay.
nice night, sir.
I will say, as soon as you turn your back and walk away, you hear a gunshot and a thump from behind you. Uh,
Oh shit.
Ooh,
do you want to look
didn't
and
take long.
you want to look and see who it was?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna look.
Okay.
We've been in
Uh,
a pretty big situation, so I'm gonna make sure
Yeah, you look and you
it's
see
what I
Bill.
think.
You see the bullet of Bill's barrel smoking, and this dude has a big hole in his head now. He's like, we ain't got time to
Ooh,
be dealing with
savage.
prisoners.
I'm gonna tip my hat to him and start getting on Devil Eyes and heading back up to the
Okay.
talking
Uh,
Bucky.
as you mount up on Devil Eyes, give me a notice roll.
3 and a 1 on the fate.
Okay. Do you want to spend a penny? Okay.
Okay, a 4
All
and a
right.
2 on the fate, so 4 and 5, 6, 7. 7 and a 2 on the fate.
Okay. And I'm gonna say that Bucky and Doc will get to make a notice roll as well, but they're both gonna be at a -2 because they're a little further away and they can't. They don't have quite the optics on this.
Okay. 4. I got a
Get on
2
back.
and a 3 on the fate.
Okay. Doc.
Wait, I want to spend my Benny though.
Okay. Reroll.
Reroll. Boom. Was worse.
Oh, damn.
Doc. Okay. Doc is asleep.
He's muted. Hello? Doc, Doc. I think that firefight took him out.
The
He's not used
suspense.
to He's not used to all the fighting.
You
He's the brains of the operation.
see him just like slipping their head rolled back with like the wire still in his hand after just getting it detached.
My music might have sent him into a trance, bit of a trance.
You good, Stormy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to give me a notice roll, Stormy? -2.
We're counting on you.
8 and a 4.
Yeah, it's all in your hand.
8 and a 4.
Man, he's got a
Okay.
high notice.
So Doc, the way you notice this is different than anybody else would have. Your gas canister starts to vibrate on your hip.
Oh,
You get
shit.
this sense that something is coming. Your gas is excited. And Cammy, you rolled a success, but it was a fairly low success, so you don't notice it time, but you hear this. I don't know how much of that came through, but it's like this humming sound. Turn around and you see a shadow pass over the moon as this fucking huge bug creature. You're struggling even to make out the details of it in the moonlight, but you just see these gigantic gossamer wings in the night, and this stinging back end that pierces through Bill's chest as it swoops in,
Excuse me?
pierces through his chest, and lifts him up into the night. And that's where we're going to end our
my
session.
God, what the hell? Oh my God. Great, all that work just to get taken out by some eldritch horror.
Oh, that's a hell of a way to end that shit. Damn, that's an ending sentence. Stings Bill and takes him into the night. Woohoo! That's not
And Bill
good.
just had a moment. Why is it after Bill of all people?
Right? He.
Can I?
It's when you start to like a character. It's always when you start to like a character.
What's that, Doc?
Right?
Stormy?
Like, as it like tries to lift him into the night, could I like release my gas and like will it to attack?
We are
Maybe next session.
still in that
Tune
moment.
in next week.
We're at the cliffhanger. We can see what happens next time.
Okay.
You can hold on to that thought. Maybe. We'll see.
He gave him something to think about now.
Mhm.
Can chat right now so I don't fucking forget.
There you go. That's how we do this.
But thank you everyone for coming out tonight. We do appreciate everyone. Thank you Relic for dropping in. Thank you Panda for dropping in, and thank you again for the bits. We're gonna look and see if we can find anybody here to raid. We're gonna raid into the community here. Oh goodness,
As we like to do.
as we are wont to
That
do.
was a fun session.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty fun as well.
Man, that overtime better be worth it, Lore. We're missing some hot shit. Which I
I
get
like
it, man. I do.
I like being away from the camp. I feel like we were there for a long time.
Overtime is a trap.
Overtime is a trap. Fuck that shit.
Isn't it like taxed at like a shit ton too?
So what they do is they when they tax your overtime, they tax your entire check at that overtime rate.
Not just the overtime hours.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It's
Which
fucked
the
up.
rate on if you were working